gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we are live. Finally. Oh man, hope I wasn't too late. Yeah, messed up fucking day. Went to bed last night and I was having trouble sleeping. I think my phone went off. and, shit. Hold on, let me see what time it was. God. It's like 3:34 in the morning. Motherfucker. Well, yeah, I ended up texting this with him for a little bit. Then we jumped up, got on Discord, we chatted and talked about a few things. And yeah, there's been a whole monkey wrench thrown into the show today. He was going to be my guest today, and he got really busy and he forgot to contact me. And I just found out a little bit ago he can't make it. But hey, it's okay. We're still going to do the show. I'm going to have to make a few adjustments. But it's not too bad. Hey, what's up, Blue Rose 430? Good evening to you too, my friend. Yeah, you made it. So I'm gonna do a little bit of restructuring here. Um, my former co-host did a fucking shitty fucking video, giving everybody the rundown on me and how bad of a person I am and fucked up and all this other shit. And it's my friend that's gonna be on here with me today. We sat and watched it, and he picked it apart. I picked it apart, pointing out a lot of lies and bullshit that the bitch was saying. And we're gonna pick it apart, but we're gonna have to wait till next time when he's available to do that. Might be tomorrow. Yes, I'm a geek. Tomorrow is Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. So I'll be doing another stream tomorrow. I'm probably gonna show off all my dude, I got a lot of Star Wars memorabilia. I got a lot of cool shit. I got some shit that, I got some things that a few people I guarantee you don't even have. But I'm gonna go through my collection. It's not I'm not one of those freaks that, gets on the street and there's like wall to wall action figures and shit. I got some here, some there up at the top on a shelf. That's it. Back there. That's about it. I got some cool shit. So I'm gonna show it off a little bit. Might rewatch we might watch some fan made films. There's some actually pretty cool ones on there that yeah, they some of them put Disney to shame. I'm sorry. Disney really fucked up. Hopefully everyone needs to move on. Yeah. And she said, I was attacking a mentally disabled person, aka Jake Hudson. No. He gets on here just like anybody else, he runs his mouth off. I'm gonna retaliate. I don't give a fuck how fucking dumb the motherfucker is. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna pick apart. It's a short video that she did. We're gonna pick it apart, and then hopefully we'll move on till next time when these fucking idiots say something. I am also formerly a big time Bobby fan. I jumped off the burning ship shortly before 2K did, so I must have just missed you. Here, glad you also find the solace away from there. Yeah, dude. They picked apart that shit when I was on Granny's. He's saying this, he's saying that. I said a lot of things because I had a lot of fucking different reasons that I fucking did what I did and left. And maybe I made a mistake with some of it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I don't care. So I'm also formerly a big time Bobby fan. I jumped off the burning shit. Now, did you stream with them? That's what I want to know. I'm so excited. Cinco de Mayo is on Taco Tuesday. Fuck yeah. He's a big boy. Yeah, you ain't kidding. He is. Oh my God. But a lot of cool shit we're going to talk about today. And speaking of the shit over there, um, you can't make this shit up. I swear to God. Bro, girl, you've already seen it. Let me go to Twitter here. And I must ask everybody, does this person I was just a chatter, but also a super chatter. Was consistently there for years. There was good moments, I'll admit that. Yeah, there was. Deep breaths and had a cargasm, right? Well, I'm glad you're over here with us, Blue Rose. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Good moments and bad ones. Yeah, there's quite a few good moments, but a lot of did for me because I mean, I want to go take this somewhere. I mean, I don't. I gotta put this. When I do, I'd love to build up the channel and shit like that. Can't do that when you're on a dead end show there from what is it? My time, 6 o'clock at night till God knows fucking when. And I want to do some shit. I want to do other shit. But a lot of that crowd just a lot of shit happened at the same time, and I'm like, bye. Right? And before I left there, I started seeing all the shit that you hear over there on their channel. Yeah. So, anyway, let me show you this. Who does this? Does this remind you of anybody by any chance? I can't believe this fucking popped up on Twitter right before I came on here. Oh fuck, dude, this is fucking hilarious. I can't help it. Who does that remind you of, people? Insane Clown Posse, Juggalette, OnlyFans, Fago, sitting in line at Taco Bell. Yeah, it's just funny that shit like that happens. Bam. Somebody gone and shit their pants. Okay, get rid of that crap. You're right there. Yeah, fuck that shit. Covering my eyes. So,
How dare you?
dude, I started some shit with her. Dude, have you seen her lately? Holy shit, let me find a picture of her. Dude, I swear to God, she's retarded. She's fucking. She's got Down syndrome. She's got a. Here's one of her recent pictures when she was over there starting bullshit with Israel. Tell me this bitch don't have fucking Down syndrome. Boop. Just look at her. She's a retarded. Hey, I really enjoy your streams and being part of your community. I don't have a fucking community, you fucking bot. You know how many times, every time I stream, you assholes have to fucking come in here with your little bot shit. Boy. God. Fuck off. That's coming from over there on Twitch. Oh shit, my Alexa's going off with the weather. All right, shut up, bitch. Okay. Oh man. Okay, I'll digress shortly. I still like many people over on that side, but I couldn't move forward with them. Basically, the jib split was a major turning point for a lot of people. I I see that, and I wish I could say the same thing that you're saying right here, because there's a lot of people over there I just loved, but they've made me the villain, and I take pride in my work. So if I'm gonna be the villain, I'm gonna be the best fucking villain I can. I ain't gonna fuck it. I believe if I'm gonna burn any bridges, I'm gonna be standing on them when I do it, so they know I mean business. Fuck them. So anyway, mine, right? Yeah, I blew the fuck up on that. I haven't talked to Jim about that. We've been talking though and stuff, but we haven't talked about the shirt. I went on a talk soup with a gay guitar guy, and he was wearing the fucking thing. I'm like, you asshole. That's fucking funny. Did you see? I think he put a new one up. It was a good bit. It kind of pissed me off, but then again, at the time, uh, I just don't. Maybe I did shake when I first started this. Maybe it was a little bit of anxiety and doing this. It took me a little bit to, and I'm still not fully just. But here I am, let's stream. Maybe I did shake around some. I I don't know. I know I 97 I came down with an illness called transverse myelitis. And what it does, it causes an inflammation of the spinal cord. And depending on where in the spinal cord it is, that's where you get paralyzed from. I was paralyzed from the waist down, had to relearn how to walk and shit. I was married, had 3 kids. After that happened, bye bye. Got tossed out like garbage. It's a fucking bullshit fucking experience that I don't wish on anybody. But sometimes I don't know. I never uh, actually looked and watched if I was shaking or not. I know I made a lot of stupid faces because sometimes when I'm on the computer, I'll concentrate, and I have multiple. I've got 2 monitors, so my main monitor, which is big, is right here. So I'm always sitting there like leaning over, looking like a dumbass, shit like that. My cam's over here on the smaller monitor because I don't want to sit there and do it like Jen does and have a big screen TV with the fucking cam top so everybody can see your fucking saggy ass tits. But yeah. So I got my EVMux program here, but I still use this as my main monitor, so just bear with it. It was a good bit. It pissed me the fuck off. I ain't gonna lie. And Araya threw a lot of gas on the fire too. Was sent me all this information, do this, do that. I'm like, you really can't do shit about it. But I think the worst part of it was that one show, motherfuckers, where they put that Asian girl that was here on there, and she was, and they did that attempted child abduction news story and put me in it. Oh my god! Here's the deal, that did piss me the fuck off, only because of the internet and the way life is. Uh, a lot of people will really take that shit very seriously, if you know what I mean. As in, like, looking you up and coming after you and shit like that. It does happen quite a bit, actually. So I was very perturbed at that, but it's over with. Um, I'm taking it really well. I'm not mad at them anymore, which is something they bring up over there on Bobby's. But here's the deal: the way I've looked at it and what I've figured out here. Uh, they've all been pretty cool with me since I left Bobby's. Haven't had any problems. I was on Granny. I was on the show with Granny and 2K, and they were very nice to me. Granny's popped in chat a few times over here. Um, they've been really cool with me. So more power to them. And I started realizing, things changed when I got off that fucking sinking ship. So anyway, what the fuck is going on? Oh God. Oh fuck. I love some of this shit I just find. Checked. Boop-a-doop. Anybody want a dildo? Yeah. Okay. So, what should we do first here? Okay. Today is May the 3rd. And it's a day that, affected a lot of people here in my home state of Oklahoma. That was when we had the F5 tornado that tore through Moore, which is another city right by Oklahoma City. Not as large, but it's pretty good size. And hey, Tiff, sadly enough, that day, 30, I think it's 36. Oh, no, my bad. 46 lives got lost that day, including children. That was at a school, or I can't remember if it was a school or daycare. So, hey. Yeah, I love Tip. I stood up for her a lot over there because they're poking. It was harmless fun. They were poking at her, but you know what? She's got MS, and sometimes that harmless fun is more hurtful than what people think. And this shit wasn't fucking cool. And I sent you my last $5. Did you ever? I know it wasn't enough, but did you ever? Your dragon. I'm sorry if I'm bringing up anything bad here, but I know it affected you a lot. Did you ever get a replacement pet or a pet rock or anything? You could have bought a pet rock, I guess, for $5, but yeah, we had an F5 rip through here, and this was on May 3rd, 1999. Actually, that whole day, it was a total outbreak that we had. Oh shit! I need to put that sound back up through my headset here. Hold on, forgot. So yes, this was an F5. Those things are not pretty. I'll tell you that right now. It tore a hole through that fucking town. How big that son of a bitch is. Yeah. So I got some more footage to go through on this one. That was the event was the first time the National Weather Service used the term tornado emergency.
Snatched the roof off, pulled the mattress up, and pulled all the kids up.
Robert Williams saw his children get swept away, but they would survive, and Aaliyah, his granddaughter, would become the symbol of a miracle.
Okay.
Yeah, this involves a kid. I don't want to do that. Let's see if I can find some better shit on this. That was from a local news. So yeah, it started out in Bridge Creek. God damn. I remember going through there, which is hard to do because when that shit happens, law enforcement, everybody, National Guard and shit are out there. And, it's hard to get around because people's homes are destroyed and they don't want looters. You see videos. Arkansas. Well, look about May 3rd here on this shit, and why is this other shit popping up? Okay. Videos. And that's the same one. God, all these are short videos. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. I ain't gonna be able to play the whole thing. This is way too fucking long.
Monday, May the 3rd, 1999.
Shit. Okay, here we go.
We see a large tornado on the ground. This huge tornado moving up.
Inside the National Weather Service offices in Norman, Oklahoma, a handful of meteorologists lean over an atmospheric sounding. One unlike anything they've seen in years. This sounding isn't just impressive. It's a profile that reads like a dire warning. What's taking shape over the southern Great Plains isn't simply another favorable day for severe weather. It's a loaded gun, chambered, cocked, and pointed straight at the heart of Tornado Alley. That afternoon, towering supercells would explode over southwestern Oklahoma, and violent storms would go on to wreak havoc across central Oklahoma.
It is the path of the most serious destruction. A long-track supercell tornado.
In the middle of it all, one singular tornado, the nightmare scenario that had become the bane of every forecaster, emergency manager, and family in central Oklahoma, would tear straight through the heart of the Oklahoma City metro area and its nearly 1 million residents.
Huge tornado in the Moore area. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what to say.
And let's be honest, we're probably going to lose lives tonight.
By the time the outbreak was over, 60-plus tornadoes would carve across central Oklahoma and south central Kansas, leaving 46 people dead, nearly 1,000 injured, $1 billion in damage, and would cement itself as the largest tornado outbreak on record for the state of Oklahoma.
You can hear the roar. It sounds like rushing water over my shoulder there.
That's
Today, we're going
main
back to that
meteorologist on
fateful
Channel
day
9
in
there.
May, hour by hour.
Look at the horizontal vortex. That is an F4 to an F5 tornado.
Warning by warning.
There's a tornado warning in Osage County to our far northeast.
To relive the chaos and uncover the science behind one of the most ominous
Holy
days
shit,
in
you saw
American
that?
severe weather history. 46 people dead, warning by warning.
There's a tornado warning in Osage County to our far northeast.
To relive the chaos and
Yeah. I got to drive through part of that. And it's like fucking seeing like Beirut or something. Yeah, unfortunately. We have these events that happen here. And we had one a few years ago. It didn't do much of anything. We had some, but we have certain events, meteorological events, and we have people that come from all over the world, all over the United States to our state for these events. So, here in Oklahoma, we're a lot of the technology and shit. It comes from here. So let's keep watching this. This is just horrible right here.
uncover the science behind one of the most ominous days in American severe weather history. I'm CJ, and this is Florida Man Weather. On the morning of May 3rd, 1999, the sky over Oklahoma and south central Kansas did not initially have the look of a day that would bring historic severe weather. It simply began like any normal spring on the southern plains. Low clouds lingering through the early hours, humid air slowly thickening, and a muted sun trying to break through. For most people headed to work or school on that Monday morning, the day felt routine. But high above their heads, the atmosphere was quietly assembling itself into something far more sinister. In fact, tornado outbreaks rarely hinge on a single dramatic ingredient. Instead, they depend on the careful overlap of several atmospheric factors, all interacting in a layered system of moving air. To understand what unfolded that day, it helps to picture the atmosphere not as empty space, but as a three-dimensional ocean of air currents stacked one on top of another, each layer influencing the next. High above the western United States, a broad dip in the jet stream, what meteorologists refer to as a trough, was beginning to deepen. On the downstream side, the side where the air exits the trough, those fast winds begin to slow and spread apart, a process that meteorologists refer to as defluence. Now, as the air spreads out high above the surface, it lowers the pressure relative to the air below, creating an almost subtle vacuum effect that increases what meteorologists and storm chasers alike refer to as the cap, or a capping inversion. If the cap is too weak, storms become much more numerous and can destroy each other through destructive interference. And if the cap is too strong, storms won't fire at all. So eventually, it just needs to weaken just enough to allow storms to form. And on May 3rd, the cap was crucial. It suppressed storm formation throughout the late morning and early afternoon, allowing the heat and moisture to accumulate underneath. Remember, the longer the lid held, the more unstable the atmosphere could become. All while the energy built below. Another ingredient was strengthening above, the wind shear. Remember, wind shear just refers to changes in wind speed and direction with height. If the wind at ground level blows from the southeast, but higher up from the southwest, and much faster, any parcels of air that are lifted through these changes will twist and stretch. In the atmosphere, that twisting can cause rising air within a thunderstorm to rotate. And on May the 3rd, surface winds were from the south and southeast. A few thousand feet up, they shifted more southwesterly and increased with speed. This created a layered wind profile, highly supportive of supercell thunderstorms. Yet, early in the day, computer forecast models did not fully capture how favorable the wind profiles over Oklahoma and southern Kansas would become. Widely used models at the time, such as the ADA, the predecessor to the modern-day NAM, and RUC-2, a predecessor to the modern Rapid Refresh model, both underestimated the strength of mid and upper-level winds moving into the plains. In fact, the models didn't even clearly resolve an embedded jet streak that would enhance wind shear over Oklahoma during the afternoon. As a result, the model forecast suggested only modest deep layer shear, supportive of severe storms perhaps, but not necessarily indicative of a historic outbreak. Additionally, there were a plethora of other forecast uncertainties. Forecasting exactly where storms would first form, known as convective initiation, is still a challenge today, let alone back. Just after 4:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time on Monday, May 3rd, 1999, the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma would issue Tornado Watch number 195 for portions of central and western Oklahoma and far northern Texas. The first robust storm of what would become the infamous May 3rd outbreak rose over Tillman County, Oklahoma, building itself from a swelling tower of cloud into a defined supercell. By 4:15 p.m., the National Weather Service office in Norman issued a severe thunderstorm warning.
How quickly that
in
happens.
itself was not extraordinary. Severe thunderstorms are part of the region's vocabulary. They crackle and roar and then move on. But radar operators noticed something in the storm structure that made them lean closer to their screens. Its updraft strengthened, ingesting warm, humid air from the south, while powerful winds aloft began to tilt and stretch the rotation within. The process was invisible to those beneath the clouds, but on radar, it looked like a decision being made. At 4:50 p.m., the storm's radar signature sharpened further, and a tornado warning would be issued for Comanche, Caddo, and Grady counties, areas southwest of Oklahoma City. For those monitoring the storm's evolution, this was the moment when the day stopped feeling theoretical. Forecast discussions became real-time strategy, and spotters were alerted, television meteorologists would cut into programming, all while outside, the sky darkened in subtle degrees, the light shifting toward an unnatural hue as the storm matured. Only 1 minute after the warning, at 4:51 p.m., the first tornado of the outbreak would touch down roughly 7 miles east-northeast of Medicine Park near Lawton. It was small and brief, an F0, barely more than a sharp exhale from the storm's base. And to most, it would have seemed insignificant. It didn't linger, didn't carve in a dramatic scar. But in hindsight, that slender funnel mattered. It was proof, Proof the atmosphere overhead had crossed a threshold. The cap that had suppressed tornadic development was gone, and the supercell had found the balance it needed to spin fury into focus. Between 5 and 6 p.m., the same storm tracked northeast through Caddo County, producing a family of tornadoes as it cycled through phases of intensification. Each cycle was just a mechanical ritual. The existing tornado would weaken, the mesocyclone would occlude, and a new circulation would tighten nearby. In total, the supercell would go on to produce at least 14 tornadoes over its lifespan, behaving less like a single event and more like a tornado factory line, each funnel a product of the same rotating engine overhead. But for those beneath its path, the distinction didn't matter. The storm just seemed to be relentless. Around 5:20 p.m. southwest of Chickasha in southern Caddo County, the first strong tornado of the day touched down. It would remain on the ground for roughly 15 minutes and later be rated an F3. That tornado would cause significant damage west of Chickasha before lifting, only for another tornado to form north of town. The next funnel clipped the northwest side of Chickasha, inflicting structural damage and tearing into the local airport. Hangars would be compromised, aircraft would be overturned, and debris would be strewn across runways that had been calm mere minutes before. By approximately 6:21 p.m., the tornado lifted just northeast of Chickasha, earning an F2 rating. It was another chapter in a day that was accelerating towards something far, far worse. By then, additional supercells had erupted across central Oklahoma. Discrete storms, dotting radar screens, each capable of producing its own tornadoes. The atmosphere had essentially become a breeding ground. But meanwhile, the original supercell would move into rural central Grady County. And at 6:23 p.m. Central Daylight Time, it would cycle once more. A new circulation would tighten south-southwest of Amber, Oklahoma. At first, its descent was unremarkable, a funnel lowering cautiously from a rotating wall cloud. But within minutes, it intensified with terrifying speed as it tracked northeast, roughly paralleling Interstate 44. The condensation funnel thickened, the debris cloud at its base widened, and what had begun as a narrow column broadened into a wedge. Its width growing until it seemed less like a funnel and more like a wall. By 6:30 p.m., the tornado was grinding northeast toward Bridge Creek in Newcastle. Local television stations had long since interrupted programming, and meteorologists like Gary England and Mike Morgan stood before green screens,
passed away,
sleeves rolled, voices steady,
a year or two ago.
urgent. On radar,
he was in that movie,
the hook echo
Twister.
was textbook and monstrous, and velocity scans would show gate-to-gate shear that left little doubt. This was not a marginal tornado. It was violent and strengthening, and it was heading toward populated areas. At approximately 6:45 p.m., the tornado would strike Bridge Creek. There are moments in disasters when the abstract becomes personal, and this was one of them. The wedge tornado tore into the rural community at full force, and later damage surveys would justify the highest rating on the Fujita scale, an F5. Entire homes were swept from their foundations.
Hell yeah.
Not toppled, not partially destroyed, swept away as though they had never been anchored to the earth at all. Concrete slabs would be scoured clean. Vehicles would become projectiles, shredded and hurled beyond recognition. Even the air itself would turn hostile, filled with pulverized debris that sandblasted everything it touched. Survivors would later describe the roar beyond comprehension, a sound that erased all other sound.
Yeah.
As the tornado continued northeast toward Newcastle, a realization dawned across forecast offices and television studios alike. The storm was on a trajectory that would carry it directly into the heart of the Oklahoma City metro area. The largest population center in the state lay ahead, and the implications were immediate and chilling. At 6:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time, the National Weather Service office in Norman issued a bulletin that departed from standard phrasing. Embedded within the warning text were the words.
That sound right there, I know that sound all too well. That God, I hate it.
Tornado emergency for the Oklahoma City metro.
And like I was saying earlier, that was the first time in weather history that that phrase was ever used. Tornado emergency.
This would be the first known use of the term in an official product, and the phrase was not chosen lightly. It was an acknowledgement that conventional warning language might not suffice. In a region so accustomed to tornadoes, complacency can take root. But these words were meant to cut through it, to convey that this was not another close call and not another routine tornado.
Now, on that Fujita scale that I've shown on here before, this tornado pegged that motherfucker, and a lot of people were asking around, is F5 the ceiling on this? Can there be an F6? Yeah, if there was an F6 that day, it would have been labeled an F6. I'm muting my computer stuff because phone is a temporary, also still using the kids' Wi-Fi till we get ours on. Oh, shit. Well, whenever that happens, I want you on here, Tiff. Damn it. I don't care how long it takes. The longer it takes, the longer I'm going to have you on here.
Warning. This was an extraordinary and life-threatening situation.
Damn.
Meanwhile, around 6:54 p.m. is the tornado close call and not another routine tornado warning. This was an extraordinary and life-threatening situation. Meanwhile, around 6:54 p.m. as the tornado exited Bridge Creek, meteorologists Josh Werman and Howie Bluestein were positioned in their Doppler on wheels, or DOW, vehicle, scanning the lowest levels of the circulation.
Oh, wow.
Their mobile
I've never seen
radar
that
penetrated the storm's veil in ways many conventional radar systems could not, at the lowest levels of our atmosphere, just above the surface. And what they recorded would become historic. Wind speeds measured approximately 100 feet above ground level ranged between 318 and 300.
There you go, right there. I'm going to pause this real quick here while that's up. Open up another window here. Okay, I'm pull up that tornado scale again. Images. Okay. So, let me share this tab instead right here. I'm not sure how well you guys... Oh, I can make it bigger. Huh, what's this? Okay, I don't know where that's from. But anyway, it runs from 0 to 5. That's your wind speed. Oh, hold on. My bad. Yeah, the F4 is 166 to 200. 200 up is EF5. Damage incredible. Now, I take that down. Wow. Now, sometimes a hurricane might be able to do more damage, but it's spread out and a tornado is concentrated. And I'm not sure how well you guys can read this, but a Category 2 hurricane is 96 to 110. What's 2 on this other one here? 2, 111 to 135. There 3, which is major, is 111 to 129. 4, 130 to 156 miles per hour. Category 5 hurricane, 157 miles an hour. Yeah, got you beat on that one, hurricane, whoever they want to name you next time you want to rip through shit. So, let me, oh, Jesus Christ, I lost that fucking tab now. There it is. Bingo.
121 miles per hour. This was the first time winds inside a tornado had been directly measured at such magnitude.
Yep.
The data confirmed what the destruction on the ground.
That's why they were thinking
implied.
this about
the storm was operating at the upper limits of what our atmosphere could produce. The tornado would then move on and cross Interstate 44 near Newcastle and surge into McLean County in the southern outskirts of Oklahoma City around 7:10 p.m. Catastrophe would then unfold in increments. By 7:15, the tornado would enter Moore, an inner ring suburb of Oklahoma City. And over the next 15 minutes, it would redefine the entire landscape. In Moore, the tornado reached a maximum width exceeding 1 mile. It swallowed entire neighborhoods whole. Subdivisions that had been orderly grids of rooftops and driveways were reduced to splintered fields of debris. Some homes were obliterated so completely that only bare slabs remained, outlines of rooms etched faintly in dust and fragments. In places, even those slabs were damaged. Live news cameras on KFOR TV would show the tornado live as it crossed Interstate 35. The loud roar of the tornado and the massive debris in the skies left the veteran meteorologist speechless as the camera crews raced to keep up with the tornado, all to warn residents who still lay in its path.
A major tornado on the ground in a major metropolitan area.
You can hear the roar. There is a tremendous amount of debris in the air. Just go get safe. Oh my gosh.
Reports would later describe pavement scoured, vehicles wrapped around trees with grotesque finality, heavy objects displaced as though weight was meaningless.
Now, the next, I was living in Dallas at the time, and I came down the day after to get my son. And, he was, the family here was all safe and stuff. But like I said, I came through here, I was like, holy shit, when I started getting into the area. Some of the buildings that did stand, you could see like just marks, like claw marks racing across it from the hurricane spinning and plowing into the building. And like I said earlier, it looked like fucking Beirut. There you go. Am I exaggerating? I think not.
Commercial districts suffered as well. Storefronts would collapse, signage twisted into unrecognizable shapes, power lines snapped and fell, plunging areas into darkness as daylight waned. Gas lines would rupture, hissing through wreckage. Emergency responders would be faced with a maze of blocked roads and unstable debris, navigating a city that no longer resembled itself. And then, as it had in Bridge Creek, the tornado moved on. Survivors emerged into a silence that felt unreal. Some opened bathroom doors, the rooms they had just used as shelters, and saw open sky where living rooms had once stood. Others stepped out of their underground storm shelters and found their neighborhoods completely erased, familiar landmarks gone. Trees were stripped to stubs, bark peeled away. The boundaries between properties dissolved into a chaotic blend of splinters and insulation and shattered glass. And after devastating Moore at F5 intensity, the tornado would turn east-northeast and then northeast, maintaining F4 intensity as it pushed into southeast Oklahoma City before bulldozing into Del City and Midwest City. The tornado continued to inflict severe damage before finally dissipating around 7:48 p.m. just north of Tinker Air Force Base. From touchdown to dissipation, the Bridge Creek Moore F5 would be on the ground for about 1 hour and 25 minutes, carving a path of devastation roughly 38 miles long.
Path length 37 miles long. Injuries 583, fatalities 36, damages 1.2 billion. But you know what? We rebuilt. I tell you what, I love living here. Actually, it's dealt with this all my life, and we deal with it. I tell you what, you want to see a bunch of fucking people come together to help out everybody. This place to fucking be, because everybody just comes crawling out of the woodwork to help when this happens. So back it up a little bit. I want to hear that one part again.
Finally dissipating around 7:48 p.m. just north of Tinker Air Force Base. From touchdown to dissipation, the Bridge Creek Moore F5 would be on the ground for about 1 hour and 25 minutes, carving a path of devastation roughly 38 miles long. And in all, the tornado would be directly responsible for the deaths of 36 miles.
Can you imagine?
Some victims as old as 94 and some only 3 weeks old. Nearly 600 others would be injured by the tornado, and the devastation would make this long. And in all, the tornado would be directly responsible for the deaths of 36 Oklahomans, some victims as old as 94 and some only 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
Nearly 600 others would be injured by the tornado, and the devastation would make this tornado the first tornado on record to ever cause more than $1 billion in damages. Yet, even this storm was not finished with OKC.
Nope.
As the Moore F5 would lift, the storm cycled again and dropped another tornado, an F2 over Choctaw in eastern Oklahoma County. This next tornado would be on the ground for 14 minutes, carving another path through the metro and injuring a further 2 people. But even as the southern and eastern OKC metro area was left reeling, another monster would take shape, 150 miles to the north. While the Moore tornado is the defining event of the May 3rd outbreak, this evening of destruction did not belong to one city. It was not confined to just one corridor of devastation. It sprawled across many counties and even across state lines, scattering violence across farmland, city subdivisions, small town main streets, and interstate highways. In fact, Oklahoma City wasn't even the only major city in the region to be struck by a violent tornado on the evening of May 3rd. Before dusk, another supercell had erupted over eastern Harper and western Sumner counties in southern Kansas. At around the same time the Choctaw F2 had lifted, this storm would produce the second deadliest tornado of the entire outbreak. Around 8:13 p.m. Central Daylight Time, under waning twilight, another tornado would snake to the ground approximately 4 miles north of Wellington in central Sumner County, Kansas. Within moments, power poles were snapped and thrown aside, their lines sagging and sparking in the gathering dark. The tornado moved north-northeast at nearly 35 miles per hour, roughly paralleling I-35, the Kansas Turnpike. Its forward motion was steady, unhurried, as if confident in what lay ahead. Structures began to fall into its path. Approximately 15 buildings were damaged or destroyed in Sumner County alone. 2 mobile homes were obliterated, reduced to twisted frames and shattered debris. A pole barn would collapse under the force, and 2 wooden sheds and a metal shed were torn apart. A ranch-style home and another metal outbuilding were stripped of most of their roofing, left open to the sky. And at 8:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time, as darkness settled deeper, it crossed the county line, continuing its north-northeast march into Sedgwick County. Maintaining its forward speed near 35 miles per hour, the tornado would press into Hayesville, a suburb of Wichita. At 8:35 p.m., it tore into a subdivision just southwest of the South Seneca Street and South 87th Street intersection. Homes would be splintered apart and walls collapsed inward. In a nearby mobile home park, a woman and her grandson were caught in the open while attempting to reach shelter. Both were killed, the first 2 fatalities along this segment of the tornado's path. A 6th fatality would follow weeks later when an elderly man succumbed to his injuries at a Wichita hospital on May 23rd. The tornado then tracked north along South Seneca Avenue, moving directly into the Hayesville Central Business District. At 8:38 p.m., storefront windows would implode, roofs would peel back, and brick facades would crumble. At this point, a 3rd fatality occurred when an elderly man was killed inside a mobile home near South 75th Street. In the violence, it didn't discriminate between residential streets and commercial corridors. At South Seneca Street and South 71st Street, most businesses were heavily damaged or destroyed. By the time the tornado finished with Hayesville, the damage was staggering. Approximately 150 homes were damaged or destroyed. 27 businesses suffered the same fate. 3 churches, 1 library, 4 historic buildings, and 1 lodge were either severely damaged or completely leveled. And entire blocks had been altered beyond recognition. Then, at 8:43 p.m., the tornado crossed South 55th Street and entered the southern sections of the city of Wichita, the largest city in the state. The sky above was nearly black now, illuminated only by the intermittent flashes from transformers and the distant glow of the city lights diffused by debris-filled air. The tornado veered slightly northwest for a brief stretch. Then, near South 47th Street, corrected back to a northeast track. Crossing MacArthur Road, the tornado reached the Lakeshore and Pacesetter mobile home parks just northeast of the South Seneca and MacArthur intersection. And what followed was devastating. Entire rows of mobile homes were leveled, frames scattered like broken ribs across the ground. It was here that the 4th and 5th fatalities occurred, 1 in each mobile home park. The destruction being so complete that orientation became difficult. Streets would disappear under insulation, lumber, and twisted aluminum. At 8:45 p.m., the tornado crossed the East Harry Street interchange along Interstate 135, continuing its northeast track. Vehicles on the roadway were caught in the chaos, drivers forced to navigate the blinding rain, flying debris, and sudden darkness. The tornado finally began to weaken as it approached the College Hill district in northeastern Wichita. And at approximately 8:55 p.m., after carving its way through neighborhoods, business districts, and mobile home parks, the funnel finally lifted. Yet, about 20 minutes after the Wichita F4 lifted, another violent F4 would form south-southwest of the town of Dover in Kingfisher County, Oklahoma. Yeah. The tornado moved north-northeast as if guided with deliberate intent. It did not waver and it did not dissipate before reaching the town. Instead, it widened. Its circulation expanded until it spanned roughly half a mile of turning violence. And by the time it crossed the southern edge of Dover, the storm had matured into an F4, and the tornado would plow straight through the center of the small town. Witnesses later would describe the sound not as a freight train, though that comparison is common, but as a continuous rumble, a roar punctuated by the splintering of lumber and the metallic shriek of structures being wrenched apart. The western side of Dover would bear the brunt of the devastation, and approximately 1/3 of all structures in the town would be completely destroyed. A steel, reinforced concrete building, engineered to endure the routine stresses of Oklahoma's weather, was reduced to a handful of standing walls, as though the rest had simply been erased from existence. Large farm trucks and oil field equipment were torn from their resting places, mangled and thrown. Mobile homes were disassembled with such efficiency that their frames would be later found wrapped around trees, twisted like strips of foil caught in a violent hand. The Dover F4 would remain on the ground for approximately 15 miles, carving a path that would not fully end until it dissipated east of Hennessy around 9:38 p.m., leaving one person dead and about a dozen more injured. And at around the same time the Dover F4 was rampaging across Kingfisher County, another supercell would produce a tornado whose dimensions and internal structure would become legendary among meteorologists and storm chasers. This next behemoth would descend from the sky near Cimarron City around 9:25 and tear across portions of Noble, Payne, and Logan counties. The Mulhall tornado, named for the town that would suffer its most concentrated destruction, was described by storm chasers who followed its rampage as a large wedge, but that term scarcely conveyed its enormity. Dr. Josh Werman's Dow was again scanning the skies as the tornado tore through, and the radar data captured during the Mulhall tornado would later reveal something even more staggering. A core flow diameter of 1,600 meters. That's approximately 1 mile between the strongest winds on either side of the vortex. The broader envelope of the damaging tornadic winds extended outward from the center of the tornado to roughly 7 kilometers. That is over 4 miles. Within this massive tornadic circulation were subvortices orbiting the center, some with winds measured up to 257 miles per hour, each capable of inflicting localized devastation beyond what a single smooth funnel might suggest. Meteorologists would later analyze the radar data in detail, recognizing the Mulhall tornado as one of the largest ever measured in terms of radar observed size and wind distribution. Yet, for all its ferocity, there are very few photos of this Goliath, mostly because the tornado was cloaked in darkness and its path remained over pretty sparsely populated terrain. Even with this low density of population, the countryside still bore a heavy toll. Isolated farmsteads would be torn apart, power lines felled, and in some fields the land would be scoured by the tornado's winds. But when the tornado reached Mulhall around 10 p.m., all hell would break loose. As the tornado slammed into the small village, an estimated 60 to 70% of the homes were severely damaged or destroyed. The Mulhall Orlando Elementary School was demolished, its structure reduced to a pile of debris. The town's water tower, a large steel sentinel, was toppled, and by some accounts, Mulhall was nearly wiped from the map. 2 lives were lost in this tornado, and approximately 26 would be injured. Given the scale of the destruction, however, the casualty count seemed improbably low. The tornado would continue to the northeast once through town, before lifting northeast of Perry, Oklahoma, just before 10:45. While Mulhall reeled from its near annihilation, another storm to its east was carving its own path of destruction across portions of Lincoln and Creek counties. Around 10:10 p.m., a supercell in Lincoln and Creek counties produced a tornado that would track roughly 17 miles, paralleling Interstate 44 near Stroud. Rated an F3 at peak intensity, it may not have been the strongest tornado of the night, but its impact would be profound in a much different way. Initially touching down near Sparks, the tornado caused intermittent damage. Trees splintered, rural structures battered, but as it neared Davenport and the western sections of Stroud, it intensified. Reaching Stroud's west side around 10:30 p.m., the tornado impacted the Sigma Food Distribution Warehouse, a major trucking terminal. Steel girders would be twisted and metal siding was ripped free and hurled across the open ground as the facility was destroyed.
That day I was in Dallas.
The Stroud Municipal Hospital would also suffer severe damage, with much of its roof torn away, exposing the interior to rain and debris. But perhaps the most visible blow fell upon the Stroud Outlet Mall near the interstate. At approximately 10:39 p.m., the tornado struck the outlets, destroying the entire complex. The tornado would continue on the ground for roughly another 10 minutes, before finally lifting north of Stroud Lake at around 10:50 p.m. Thankfully, there were again 0 fatalities with this tornado, but 26 people would be injured. While again, this tornado would only be rated an F3, for the small community of Stroud, the tornado inflicted F5 economic damage. The destruction at the Sigma Distribution Center and the Outlet Mall was so great that neither facility would be rebuilt, and 2 of Stroud's largest employers would vanish in one night. The tornado resulted in a net loss of roughly 800 jobs in a town of only around 3,400 residents. The outbreak continued on into the wee hours of Tuesday morning, including an F1 tornado that moved through heavily populated sections of Tulsa just after midnight, and a few more F0 and F1 tornadoes, with the final tornado of the outbreak lifting from the ground just after 3 a.m. Central Time on May 4th. In just the span of approximately 12 hours, 66 tornadoes had torn across the southern plains, and in their wake had left a scale of devastation and loss that was without precedent in Oklahoma's history. By the time the counts were confirmed, 43 people had lost their lives in Oklahoma and Kansas, and almost 1,000 more were injured, some critically. The number of injured overwhelmed local hospitals in the first hours, and triage areas were established in places that had not been intended for medical care. Ambulances struggled to reach some neighborhoods because the roads were simply impassable, choked with splintered lumber, overturned vehicles, and downed power lines. In many cases, rescue workers proceeded on foot, carrying medical kits and stretchers through fields of debris. The landscape itself would complicate every effort. Power poles lay snapped across streets, gas lines hissed, water pulled from broken mains. Firefighters and utility workers moved cautiously, aware that a single spark could ignite an inferno. The Oklahoma National Guard was activated quickly. They assisted in search operations and provided manpower for the grim tasks that followed. Their presence added a somber formality to neighborhoods that had only the day before been filled with children playing in neighbors' mowing lawns.
People from other states,
heavy equipment was brought in carefully. Bulldozers and cranes lifting slabs of concrete and massive beams where responders believed victims might still be trapped. The response quickly expanded beyond local efforts. On May 4th, Oklahoma Governor Frank Keating declared a state of emergency. That same afternoon, President Bill Clinton would declare a federal disaster in 11 Oklahoma counties and in Sedgwick County, Kansas. The declaration unlocked federal resources essential for the long recovery ahead. And within days, the Federal Emergency Management Agency would establish disaster field offices in central Oklahoma. Urban search and rescue teams, communications units, and incident support teams arrived to augment local capabilities. Donation centers and telephone hotlines were established to manage the surge of charitable contributions pouring in from across the nation. The generosity was immediate and substantial, but it required coordination to ensure that resources reached those most in need. Financial assistance to survivors began flowing within days, and in the first week, emergency housing grants helped families secure temporary apartments or make urgent repairs to partially damaged homes. By mid-May, federal loans and grants had already reached into the millions of dollars, and as the weeks passed, the numbers climbed steadily. Thousands of Oklahoma households applied for assistance, and by early July, tens of millions of dollars in disaster aid had been distributed, including housing assistance, low-interest Small Business Administration loans, and individual grants. These funds were lifelines for families facing mortgage payments on homes that no longer existed, and for business owners staring at empty lots where their storefronts
we do too, Tiff.
Yet, no financial figure could fully capture
we
the
don't get
scale of
hurricanes,
loss.
we get earthquakes.
In Oklahoma, nearly 10,000
Not
homes have
bad
been
ones,
damaged
though.
or destroyed statewide.
Look
Over
at that.
1,700 of these
Look like a
and
war
more than
zone.
6,500 damaged homes were in Moore and southern Oklahoma City alone. In rural counties, pieces of houses and farm equipment lay scattered across open fields, carried there by winds that seemed almost deliberate in their cruelty. As days turned into weeks, the focus shifted from rescue to recovery, and from recovery to rebuilding. Schools that had been damaged required extensive reconstruction. Hospitals repaired roofs and restored essential services. In Moore, rebuilding key facilities took close to a year. Construction crews became a familiar sight, framing new walls where old ones had been swept away. Some communities faced more complicated futures. In Stroud, the destruction of the Sigma Distribution Center and the Tanger Outlet Mall represented not just structural loss, but economic upheaval.
Big
Hundreds of jobs just
times.
disappeared overnight, and despite efforts to attract new businesses, some facilities were never rebuilt.
That's when you start
The
wondering,
tornado
where's your
altered the
reach
town's
around?
trajectory in ways that would unfold over years. Yet, even in Stroud, as in Moore and Dover and Mulhall, resilience took root. By
Always.
late 1999 and into
That's what I was
2000,
talking about.
many homes had been reconstructed. Builders incorporated storm shelters and reinforced safe rooms into new designs. Public awareness of tornado safety deepened. State programs would offer rebates and incentives for the installation of safe rooms, reflecting lessons learned from the disaster. Yet, amid sorrow, stories of compassion endured. Residents recalled strangers arriving with chainsaws to clear fallen trees, volunteers offering meals without asking names, and neighbors sharing generators so that refrigerated medicine would not spoil. One more resident reflected later that it was astonishing to see how everyone would pull together to help those who had lost so much. The morning of May 4th had revealed devastation, but it had also revealed a capacity for solidarity. In the stillness that followed the storms, amid the smell of sawdust and the hum of heavy equipment, entire communities began the slow process of reclaiming their lives. The May 3rd, 1999 tornado outbreak has never truly receded into the past. For meteorologists, emergency managers, and the people of Oklahoma and Kansas who lived through it, it remains a fixed point in memory. A sequence of outbreaks would produce 152 confirmed tornadoes over those 6 days, and would end up claiming a total of 50 lives and injuring nearly 1,000 people. The May 3rd outbreak also carried the full spectrum of intensity, from weaker F0 and F1 tornadoes that damaged roofs and trees to the violent F4s and even an F5 tornado. Even with so much destruction spread out over a large area, the date of May 3rd is synonymous with the Bridge Creek Moore F5, which quickly became the outbreak's emblem, and for understandable reasons. It was the first tornado in U.S. history to cause over $1 billion in damages. Adjusted for inflation, that would be equivalent to nearly $3 billion today in 2026. Additionally, the Bridge Creek Moore F5 was the deadliest U.S. tornado since 1979. And while these benchmarks would later be approached or surpassed by future disasters, such as the Joplin EF5 in 2011, and when Moore would be once again struck by a violent EF5 in May of 2013. But the Bridge Creek Moore F5 was the first tornado to establish what the worst case of a violent tornado tearing through a modern metropolitan area would look like for everyday Americans. Yet, if the event is remembered only for its extremes, its most enduring lessons are missed. The outbreak's legacy is also a story of adaptation, sometimes quickly and sometimes painfully, because the consequences were all too costly to ignore. One of the clearest examples of this is our modern tornado emergency. Before May 3rd, 1999, a tornado emergency didn't exist in theory or in practice at the National Weather Service. Tornado warnings existed, yeah, but the language used was not prepared for the worst case scenario of a major city being hit by a large, violent tornado. But on the evening of May 3rd, as the Bridge Creek Moore tornado barreled through the Oklahoma City metro, the meteorologists working at the warning desk at the National Weather Service offices in Norman took that unprecedented step and used the phrase tornado emergency for the first time to communicate as quickly as possible that residents in the path of this storm were in a life or death situation. And the success of that single bulletin on May 3rd helped shape future policy. The National Weather Service would eventually adopt a tornado emergency as an official subset of a tornado warning, with strong wording reserved for only the most dire of situations, when a confirmed large and violent tornado is approaching a densely populated area. Its later appearances, including another for the OKC Metro for the 2013 Moore EF5, are reminders that the phrase is not a label to be deployed casually, and its origins trace directly back to May 3rd, 1999. Another lesson came from a myth that had quietly taken root in public consciousness long before the May 3rd outbreak. For years, many people had believed that taking shelter under a highway overpass was a safe response to a tornado when out on the open road. But on that day, that misconception would turn deadly. 3 overpasses would be directly struck by tornadoes on May 3rd, 1999, and at each one of those overpasses, people sheltering there were killed. Overpasses are exposed, offering little protection from debris, and to make matters worse, the constricted space under the overpass can also act as a wind tunnel, accelerating the winds and creating a more dangerous environment than the open landscape nearby. The outbreak also arrived at a pivotal moment in American meteorological history. The tools available to meteorologists during the May 3rd outbreak were new, modern, and much more powerful than anything that had came before.
See the shit we got now.
By this point, the modern-day WSR-88D, or NEXRAD, National Doppler Radar Network, was finally fully operational, giving meteorologists the ability to actually detect the rotation and storm structure with a degree of precision that earlier generations could never have imagined. This allowed the May 3rd outbreak to become one of the first major tornado outbreaks to fully demonstrate the capabilities of the Clinton administration's National Weather Service Modernization Program and how it would save countless lives in the future. The success of the program helped fuel continued support for radar improvements, including later upgrades such as dual polarization, and for resilience programs like Storm Ready and the Weather Ready Nation initiative. In addition, the outbreak also provided something that, until then, had been almost unattainable: high-quality mobile radar measurements inside violent tornadoes. Doppler on Wheels data captured extraordinary winds in the Moore and Mulhall tornadoes, including measurements that exceeded 300 miles per hour. And those readings did not just merely astonish the meteorologists and engineers that reviewed it, they forced uncomfortable questions into public discussions. After all, if winds could reach that level, what did it mean for how tornado intensity was already understood? What did it mean for how our structures were constructed? The existence of measured winds at those speeds, alongside the reality that building destruction often occurs at far lower wind thresholds, contributed to ongoing discussions. And in the years that followed, research and debate helped shape the enhanced Fujita scale, implemented in 2007, which uses improved damage indicators and more carefully calibrated wind estimates. And that new understanding also fed directly into another major legacy: how Oklahomans, especially in the hardest hit areas, began to think about construction practices and sheltering. In the wake of the devastation, there was no illusion that typical residential construction would withstand F4 or F5 winds. After all, entire neighborhoods had been basically swept from existence, and the limits of standard building practices were visible in every damaged home. Yet, within that bleak clarity, people also recognized that smaller changes could matter in the weaker tornadoes, using hurricane clips on the roofs, stronger connections between walls and foundations, reinforced garage doors, and most importantly, purpose-built safe rooms. Interests in storm shelters surged. State and federal programs offered rebates and incentives to help homeowners install underground shelters or in-garage safe rooms. Thousands of shelters would be installed in central Oklahoma in the years after May 3rd, 1999, with many survivors of the May 3rd outbreak vowing to never have to ride out a violent tornado again without somewhere safe to go. While communities would rebuild and adapt, the scientific world would again and again return to May 3rd, 1999 as a treasure trove of new meteorological data. In fact, few outbreaks have ever been so extensively well documented and scientifically analyzed. Dual Doppler datasets, mobile radar readings, damage surveys, and countless reports from storm spotters and survivors provided researchers with material that would be analyzed for decades. Studies in later years would examine the synoptic setup, the role of extreme instability and wind shear, the rapid cycling of the tornado-producing supercells, and the social dynamics of warning response. But in the broader sweep of meteorological history, May 3rd became somewhat of a modern reference point, much as the 1974 super outbreak had been for an earlier generation, and how the outbreaks of 2011 would be for a younger generation. But for the people who were living in Oklahoma and Kansas in May of 1999, the legacy is much more intimate. May 3rd became a reminder, repeated during springtime storms and during school tornado drills. It has become part of the local culture. People learned again and again that having a plan mattered. They also learned that shelter is not an afterthought. They learned to respect the difference between a watch and a warning.
You know what? We never learned that when the sirens go off to go take shelter. No. What do we do here? We run outside. Gotta see this shit. Hell yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
And to take those warnings seriously. Broadcast media would play a crucial role in that cultural shift. In Oklahoma City, local television meteorologists like the late great Gary Anglin and KFOR's Mike Morgan would provide relentless coverage that guided people through the storm. Their voices became associated with survival. Television meteorologists like the late great Gary Anglin and KFOR's Mike Morgan.
You got this right here. You know, for that time, that was pretty cool. But you got to see the shit we got now. You have all these different colors. It's like a purpose pink, and that's all hail right there. There's this hook, and it's, man, they track it like a well-oiled machine. They'll even start getting down to blocks and streets with the shit. I tell you what, though, that did strike a big surge in storm cellars. And I remember growing up as a kid, I spent many nights. We had a storm cellar. So my grandmother did canning and shit, and that's where we'd have all the jars out up on the shelf in case something bad happened. I remember a lot of times sleeping on one of those old army cots. And the only light we had was from a couple of those kerosene lanterns. Yeah, it is very fucking insane. Yeah, it's bowl time. Yeah, we've got, this isn't shit yet. The shit we got now is just amazing. So, yeah, unfortunately, I thought it was this round, but no, I think it was already closed. I think it's May 2013. We had another bad one that hit a school, and we lost some students there, and that also had a big impact on the culture and shit here. So I tell you what, some of those storm cellars we were having problems with. I don't know if it was, I can't remember if it was just shoddy work or what, but a few people, they it's a rain shit, and the storm cellar would start floating up and shit, which is just fucking insane, man. Especially if a tornado's coming and that happens, you're fucked. Maybe not, but you're getting ready to go on one hell of a fucking ride. I'll tell you that. And these things do funky fucking things, because we had a barn at the very back of the property. I think probably put like 2 to 3 cars in the damn thing, but is not very big though. Probably just 2 cars. We had a tractor back there. Tornado came through. It picked this old fucking barn up and took it a mile down the road and dropped it off. No damage whatsoever. So, yeah, they had to get somebody with a trailer and shit and fucking try to load it up, and they brought it back. So, yeah. But yeah, we here in Oklahoma, I mean, it's just not as good as what it was, but people really will try to help everybody out when this shit happens. And I tell you what it's from, man. We are the only state, you got your red and you got your blue. We're the only fucking state that is fully red. every county, every district is red. We are the only state. So I love it here, actually. I've been here most of my life. Uh, moved away a couple of times, but always came back. So, man, I found some weird shit too on these videos. I ain't gonna play them right now. I'll hang out and talk with you guys. Love you guys for being here. Fuck. We really wish dude would have showed up. We'd be having a blast right now, burning somebody to the ground. It'll happen though. It will happen. So, dude, okay, what do I gotta do? Do I need to go start a fucking GoFundMe or what? Donate to my PayPal there. So I want to go to DC. I'm gonna get that motherfucker down from there. You know, that's not peaceful protesting. That's actually what they call a civil disobedience. And they were talking about, man, that shit really fucking caused a lot of fucking problems for the people that lived in the area. You know, people weren't able to get home and shit like that because of this fucking idiot. Fucking protesting about Trump, the war. Dude, this should have happened like almost 50 years ago. And it's finally is something being done about that bullshit. It's funny, people get pissed. They go, oh, no war. Well, really, it's really not much of a war. It's more of a turkey shoot. But we have lost some lives and stuff. But these shit stains had it. They've had it coming for a long fucking time. Oh my god. So that motherfucker's up there. He's the one that got arrested for that one stunt in 2022. And he's a former, is that what they referred to him as? A former Marine? I knew somebody that, let me tell you something. This is, if you heard what I just said, I'm breaking down for you. There is, wait, so you're going the wrong direction. Back up. This dude I know, he'd come over. We were always partying. Should have a lot of people over. That was his fucking pickup line for the girls. I'm a former Marine, and being a lot older and shit. I'm like, what did you just say? Anyway, he's gone and shit. This is at my place, and my friend at the time, Gabby, called me. He's like, his wallet over there, and I looked around. I found it. Leather wallet had the Marine Corps emblem, metal emblem on the wallet. Has military ID in there and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, I got it. So he came and got it. And I'm sitting there looking at it, and I find all this shit. And then I fucking, it finally fully clicked that there's no such thing as a former Marine. Anybody that says that is a fucking liar, because you're a Marine for life. So when somebody says that shit, former Marine, yeah, I smell bullshit. So, goddamn, I'm getting behind. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, because that former Marine on top of that fucking arch in a fucking tent over that May 1st shit. We tell you, but each time you got large groups of people together for, it sounds good, but usually revolves around work and jobs and pay. Those motherfuckers are fucking, man, it's creepy that this is happening in our own fucking country here. Fuck. When you start hearing about those groups, labor or the people and shit like that, it's like, here come the commies. And the Communist Party's been funding this shit too. That's fucked up. Oh my God. Find the picture of that because it's like, holy shit, this is happening here? May 1st. What was I doing here? God damn it. I'm high as fuck right now. I'll just type in day and hopefully what I'm trying to think of will pop up. Where was this at? Oh yeah, and I've said this on the show here before. You start getting the groups like that, and then you get these motherfuckers involved. Whoops, let me change scenes here. Groups like that. See the fist? Anytime you start seeing shit like the fist, it's not good. It's just, yeah. Welcome to communism, where people that have money is going to get their money taken away because somebody wants it. They want what you got. There we go, right there. Workers stand together. Mayday. Young Communist League. Greater Manchester. Yeah, this was worldwide too with these fucking idiots. Protect the right. Organize. This and that. Shit like this right here. I mean, these people. Can you be more obvious about who in the fuck you are? It's mainly the main group is the Revolutionary Communist Party that wants to take down America. They want to take control of it in a revolution. So it's called the RCP. They're fuck voting, this and that. That's what they're all about. A revolution. But I'm sorry, there's too much of us crazy ass red Republican motherfuckers with a lot of fucking guns and a lot of fucking ammo. It's not going to end well, assholes. But yeah, so you got that idiot there that's on top of that fucking arch. I think he's still fucking up there too. Hold on, let's look. Let me see here. What was I looking up? Fuck. God damn it. Somebody help. Oh my God. Stop being so grumpy. Who's being grumpy? Me? Oh, now I'm really distracted. And I fucking totally fucking. Oh, the dude on the arch. Let me see. Geez. God damn it. I can't do shit when I'm high. DC protester. Okay, now I know where I'm going. Okay. Boop, boop. There he is, fucking dickhead. Somebody fucking go get his ass. Get that son of a bitch down. Trump, Iran war, he's really kind of freaking out really bad over AI development. Really not much you can do with it at this point. We did this in 2022. They got him down because all the water he had like rolled off or something wherever it was at. That's the only reason why he come down. It's like, dude, they've tried negotiating and shit. It ain't working. Somebody fucking go up there and knock that motherfucker the fuck off of there, or drag his ass back. He's being so patriotic. He's standing up to the establishment. Yeah, the establishment that you swore an oath to fucking defend, asshole. What the fuck?
Sir, I need you to come down off the bridge.
Just imagine that's a donut rolling upwards. Go get it. Come on. Get a fucking sniper. That'll get him down. They sent a drone up there.
I shut it down and non-violently stop the police that are doing it as well.
Okay.
Doing that kind of research.
Okay.
All non-violent. I'm totally non-violent and, you know, only endorse non-violence.
Can you separate him a little bit from us, please?
With all due respect, you have my phone in your hand.
Well, guess what?
Sorry,
asshole?
it's your buddy.
Can
you tell your buddy to either give us your number or just tell your friend here just give us some space?
He has my phone in his hand.
Yeah, he's right here.
I know,
All
right?
right, so
Come over here with me.
Why
Just let him talk. It's okay.
You know you'll get it
Take
back.
your phone. I promise you'll get it back. Okay.
What's up? Are you
Hang with me right
Are
here.
you nervous or
can you give us your
something?
number, please?
See your guy? Tell him.
He's not my guy. I am Andrew Roper, and they said that this would be happening. Yes, I was reading.
Or I can give it to you.
What'd you say?
Respect, I'm not trying to be
Mr. Fisher,
Hey, he's asking you to
okay,
give
so Mr.
him
Fisher could
his
give us your phone number.
If I hear him say that,
That's what I'm saying. So here, that's
All right, can you tell
I
Mr.
wonder,
Fisher?
there was a live feed of this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right.
Mr. Fisher?
Yeah, he's right here.
So I will pull it up and give it to you. Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, we will call you back.
My God, this was fucking almost worldwide and shit. Man, these assholes fucking hate us. Oh, yeah, I can't find the live feed. It says live, but I think that's just the title of it. So, Jesus fucking Christ, they are a threat to our democracy. This is not a democracy. They just don't get it through their fucking big fucking skulls. In a democracy, the majority is a mob rule, pretty much. Minority is fucking, you're fucked. You're going to do what they want to do, whether you like it or not. So, yeah. The people on the right, we don't fucking act. There's January 6th, but other than that, we have pretty much like, we're calm and composed. But we're some trigger happy motherfuckers here. I'll tell you that right now. I love it. We're a Second Amendment state also, which means we don't need a fucking license for a fucking gun. And I conceal carry. And God, I see a lot of stupid ass shit on that too. Fucking never, ever fucking open carry. We can do that here, but don't do it. Just because you can doesn't make it a good idea, people. I mean, when you come into a restaurant, people are eating lunch with their family and shit, and you got an AR-15. Here, you can do it. It really fucking freaks people out. I'm just saying. But you see a lot of shit on people that'll open carry, and you take any kind of a gun course, they're going to tell you, the first thing they're going to tell you is don't fucking open carry, because if somebody wants that gun, they're going to take that gun, more than likely, and you're not going to see it coming. They'll fucking tell your ass for a while and try to be nonchalant about, no, I guess we're just going in the same direction, shit. Next thing you know, you're waking up in a fucking alley and you got stitches over where the kidneys are or were, and your gun's gone and you didn't even see it coming. It can happen. It can happen. Don't ever fucking open carry. Jesus Christ, people. fuck. So, yeah, I guess this idiot's still fucking up there. Jesus Christ. The fuck. So, let me see here. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, let's go to the puppet for a minute here.
Rat, are you?
Okay, this is stupid.
All right, got it. Want some more questions?
No.
No, you're right.
Are you filming that? You're gonna show that on
Can
tape?
we talk to you in a minute?
Yeah.
Can you wait your turn?
Yeah, that's right.
Mood is electric here at the Warner Theater. Kamala Harris is here to talk about her new book, 107 Days, recounting her election, shall we say, fiasco. It's sold out. All the hoi polloi are here. The tickets are very expensive. Do you want fun questions or edgy questions?
Oh. Edgy.
Ooh. Kamala Harris wanted Pete Buttigieg as her vice presidential pick, but she chose Tim Walz instead. Why does she prefer closeted gays? Gotta go.
Hey, he's a nice guy.
Nothing wrong with being gay. Yeah, no need to be homo-walsophobic. Successful campaigns require money and time. Why was the book called 107 Days and not $1.5 billion? Kamala Harris's campaign received $1.5 billion. Why are you paying for tickets? Megan Thee Stallion was paid $5 million to sing and twerk at a Kamala Harris event. Why didn't her undulating ass meat sway the American voter? If she got paid $5 million, how much per twerk was it? I'm gonna practice my own undulating ass meat. Can you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10?
Is one good or is one bad?
One's number one, baby. Kamala called Trump racist.
Yeah.
Kamala called Biden racist. Which racist did you vote for in 2020?
I voted for Biden.
See the better racist? Tim Walz and Gwen Walz met at school. They were both teachers.
Okay.
Do you think they ever did it on top of a desk?
Okay, this is stupid.
All right, got it. Undulating ass meat, boy, it is so very sweet. I found it on 13th Street. Undulating ass meat. All right, can we rag on Joe Biden just a little bit?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Did Kamala give a laminated copy of her book to Joe Biden in case he drools on it?
No.
She laughed. Kamala's very smart, but why wasn't she smart enough to understand that the White House has become Weekend at Bernie's? Is it all Joe's fault? He put on a MAGA hat, he called Trump voters garbage at the worst possible time, and he didn't step down in time. Isn't it his fault?
No.
Who are we gonna blame?
Who are we gonna blame?
Yeah.
People who voted for Trump. They're ignorant.
Real quick, a lot of you ask, hey Edgar, how can I recognize my fellow Edgar fans in the wild? In a word, t-shirts, baby. Go to shopedgar.com and get one. Put it on your body and let the good times flow. Now listen, Barack Obama said,
never underestimate Joe's ability to f things up.
Did Barack call it or what?
He had a lot of insight.
This is a very traumatic read. How many edibles do you think you're gonna require to get through it? You're a good girl, never mind. How many edibles do you think you're gonna require to get through it?
Honestly, not gonna get through it.
You're not very brat, are you? How many edibles do you think you're gonna need to get through it?
6, 7.
I got the audio book. She read it herself. Do you know, I actually played the book at 2 times speed, so she seemed sober. Can you raise your hand if you actually read the book cover to cover? Am I the only one? Did you read the book?
I have not yet.
Did you read her book?
No.
Have you read the book?
Not yet.
No. I bought it, but I haven't read it.
I'm the only person who's read it. I'm feeling kind of alone.
I did.
You did? Oh my God. Okay, quiz time. What does Kamala mean?
She.
Now, what horrendous topping does Kamala like on her pizza?
Anchovies.
Yes! She also likes the rock band U2. Which of these is more disqualifying? Come on, that's a crime against humanity!
What's U2?
Good question. It's an old fogey band from the 80s, and they should just get in the coffin already. 2-part question. Are you gonna vote for Kamala in 2028?
Yes.
Second part, did you just fall out of a coconut tree? You're here at the back of the line. You look beautiful. We felt sorry for you.
To be surprised.
You have a guy's hand up your ass.
Oh, well.
You gonna put that on tape? You gonna put that on YouTube?
Hold tight.
You gonna film that one? You filming that? You gonna show that on
Can
tape?
we talk to you in a minute?
Yeah.
Can you wait your turn?
Yeah, that's right.
We'll wait your turn, okay? We'll happily talk to you.
I know you're a pup with a hand up your
All right,
ass.
thank you so much. Really good line. Never heard it before. Okay, miss. All right, now, miss, we're ready for you. I'm supposed to fuck myself.
You're being
Don't think I haven't
racist to a
tried.
puppet.
Great language right now, though. Is
Okay,
that really
do you mind if I talk to this nice lady?
You're siding with him?
I'm not siding with him. I'm siding with humanity. Like,
Yeah,
come on, we're
yeah,
having
we-
a good,
yeah,
nice
Papa
time
said
here.
the most important thing is to
God.
have a laugh.
Good time on YouTube.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you.
Children's party.
You should just worry about.
Where you use that
Wait,
puppet,
you should just worry
picking
about
up
yourself.
kids.
Why
Yeah,
are you so
that's
upset?
right. Oh yeah.
Why are you so upset
Why
at
are
me?
you walking around with a puppet in your hand?
I do not see anyone else but me, sir. Are you hallucinating?
I guess I am.
This is how it's like to be 2K.
hamburger?
Hey, Nick Fuentes for president.
Want some more
You
questions?
should do something like that.
I don't blame you at all. I'd run the hell away. Who do you want her running mate to be in 2028?
Me.
Kamala didn't
Whoa.
interview Joe Rogan. She didn't select Mark Kelly as her vice president. Is the take-home lesson of this campaign, never overlook bald guys? Tim Waltz likes Diet Mountain Dew. Tim Waltz is still fat. Explain.
That's talking about some like really racial undertones, bro. Like that's not funny.
You can't be racial against a Mountain Dew fat ass. Can you imagine what can be unburdened by what has been? Do you have any words of advice for a small, pathetic Muppet trying to make his way through this crazy world?
Seize the means of production, man.
Oh, great, another commie. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion wrote a song called Wet Ass Pussy, and they also campaigned.
Whap, whap, whap.
Yeah. They also campaigned for Kamala Harris. Why didn't the American voter fall in love with those two ratchet hoes?
Look, I don't think I'd use the word ratchet. I think WAP is actually a very good picture of female pleasure in our society.
I think it's a very good picture of female dignity,
It's called sapphic
too.
erotica
Onward
porn.
with dignity!
Or should
I
I
make
see
up
this?
songs on 13th Street with my undulating puppet butt meat. Kamala sings the praises of union labor.
You better thank a union member.
Is she sincere because she let in over 10 million foreign scabs to take American jobs? So my cameraman's fresh out of prison. This is his prison to puppets program.
Really?
He's doing a crackerjack job.
Great job.
Yeah, good job, convict. You know, I love her look. It's a shame she won't talk to my ass. Trump's Middle East peace deal. Is that just totally ruining the vibe tonight? Yeah, we all want peace. We're all sick and tired of protesters hounding Kamala. I'm glad they're not here tonight.
A few minutes later.
Kamala Harris, you are a right-wing war criminal! You are a right-wing... You funded genocide!
Oh, were you in the Marine Corps?
Yes.
The Marine Corps Marathon is the most transformative thing a human being can do in Washington, D.C., except go to the Mayflower Hotel and see a hooker. Reaching out for any friendly voice in the deep, dark city, she and Edgar the Puppet collided one day on 13th Street, and it was love ever after. I can't sign a prenup. I just want to let you know I'm going to take half of it. You okay with that?
I don't know how much half of nothing is, but yeah.
6, 7,
Is 6'7" the new skibbity toilet? What is 6 times 7?
28.
Yes, America's future.
All right, America first. Ruth Conga forever.
It sure has been nice to talk to you tonight, lady, but I gotta get back to my job as an air traffic controller. I hope you don't mind.
God bless you for still working.
Thank you. We keep those planes a-crunching. Greetings, bitches. Thanks for hitting like, subscribe, and for sharing my journalisms. It sure helps my channel grow. Want to help even more? Join the Blue Crew! For just a few bucks a month, you'll enjoy my episodes days earlier, access members-only videos, and get 20% off Edgar merch at shopedgar.com. Just go to...
There you go. Show them some love, people. Oh, God. Some people are just fucking whacked in the fucking head. All right. So, to conclude, or whatever, the political part of this show tonight is me doing stupid ass shit on fucking AI. Oh, God. I had fun. I'll admit, I had fun doing this. Wish I can. Oh, wait a second. Yes, I can do it like that. You can do it like that. All right, hold on. Okay. Remember the garbage pail kids back in the day? Those cards? I I made some on fucking AI last night. I think it's funny as fuck. I don't care what anybody says. Or should I just do... Oh, I can't do that. No, just that. Okay. I made political fucking garbage pail kid cards. Chuck the Schumer. Adam the Ship. Jasmine the Crotchet. God, I can't. I'm glad she ain't coming back, but they got a bigger motherfucker. Some fucking religious dude that's like beat her out on the vote thing. That is the most racist fucking bitch I've ever seen on TV. Oh my God. She says a lot of fucked up shit. I'm glad she's gone. Zorham the Mandani. Oh God, I don't even want to start with that idiot. Fuck. Call me Gal. There we go. I'm having fun with this because I haven't looked at these since I've done them. So this is just as funny for me as it is for you. Sleepy Joey. Oh shit. Tackling Kamala. Word salad. Nancy Pelosi garbage pail kids. Insider trading. Oh God. Shit, I remember that. Fucking dress bullshit. I don't know. Oh, I know. Alan Presley, no justice, no peace. Black Lives Matter, and yours doesn't. Rashida to Liberty to the Rager. Free Palestine. I hate that loudmouth bitch. God damn it, she don't belong in office. One of the squad idiots. Oh, there's a winner right there. Ilhan Martian or Omar the Stormer. Controversy, brother fucker and shit. All that fucking fraud. Oh man. It's saying the whole fraud thing. Oh no, nothing's going on. Well, amount they're saying is missing is the shit that's over in Somalia. They're that much richer over there now. It's just follow. Oh yeah, here we go. Bernie, feel the burn. Socialist flight. Sanders the Grumbler. That's fucking hilarious. Oh shit. Another one. Sandy Spindez. AOC. Alexandria Okoa. Okoa Deaton. I don't know. That's fucking hilarious. I like it. Another Pelosi. Dude, that bitch. I mean, I remember seeing her in there. She had the gavel and shit. I bet she could take the end of the gavel off as like a flask of her fucking finest hooch. That bitch is always shit faced. Sucky, sucky. Joe Biden's sleepy. Joe Blow. Magazine wasters. Dude. I'll say some fucked up shit about that crazy bitch. I don't give a fuck. But what's what y'all see posts about her bashing the hell out of her, and I'll jump in and hit them with this shit. It just makes it that much funnier. I'm like, dude, fucking leave that woman alone. She's been through a lot. It was a fucking rough fucking boat ride to America. Oh shit. You know how she got to be in Washington, don't you? I think it's the Underground Railroad. God damn, why is she like pushing 90? God, I hate that nasty bitch. That's the gaming thing I've been doing. So, boom, boom. I'm having a good time. I hope you are too. What can we do now? Man, I wish my buddy would have got on here. So, I've been talking to somebody else too about coming on. I think it'd be fun. Sure as hell don't want to do more fucking panel shows for a while. Oh, fuck. So, maybe load up some shit for cart. We'll get rid. Oh, I can do that while we watch this. Pretty sure you'll love this, Tiff. He's done a whole series of this shit. Actually, which one's shorter? 15 demons are showing, or true story, the Ouija board. Which one of those sounds better? Ouija board, which is 22 minutes. I'll speed it up though. Demons are showmen. Count 1 month ago. Exorcist priest exposes creepy occult rituals. Which one sounds better? Let me know. It's all on you, Tiff. We're going to check out freaky fucky shit again here. Okay, I'm just going to pick one then. Well, while this is going, get ready for a cargasm.
The latest Olympics opening ceremony, this big pentagram in the middle of it.
Did you ever see the ceremony for the opening of the tunnel in Switzerland? It was a full-blown ritual to Baphomet.
How many people do you think are doing this? We saw the P. Diddy stuff, the Epstein stuff is going crazy. It has been going crazy for years. You think pedophilia will become normalized? When we're talking about the occult and satanic rituals and worshiping, and are these people, are they possessed? Are they hoping to be possessed? They want to be possessed? Are they inviting demons into their soul, into their mind, into their body?
Yeah, okay, so there's varying degrees. Some of them are not, actually. They're actually not possessed. They're just involved in it because the demons do reward them, like by obsession or by giving them pleasure in doing sadistic things. And so they're not necessarily possessed. Some of them are possessed, and that's why they're actually involved in it, and they know they're possessed. Some of them, as I mentioned too, there's like the family histories where it's in the family line. So the possession, actually, the father will actually have children and then do a ritual to get the demon that's possessing him into the child, so that it passes from generation to generation. So they'll have generational possession that's been going on for, literally hundreds of years in some cases. And so those people, they know they're possessed, and they like it.
So is that like generational trauma?
Well, it's distinct from generational trauma in the sense that generational trauma is something that gets passed from generation to generation, but it's more of a psychological thing, even though demons can be involved in it. But you can have generational trauma without it being possession. But the possession can be the result of the trauma.
So when you're saying a father does a ritual on his offspring to carry on the possession,
right?
What would that look like?
Well, very often it's just some type of either like a black mass or some type of other satanic ritual that they actually have, because they have a variety of different ones that they do. Sometimes it just involves satanic ritual abuse of their own child. They'll abuse the child sexually or some other fashion. So you'll see that they'll do specific things to rituals that are somewhat designed for them. But it's usually some type of black mass or satanic ritual abuse that occurs.
Did you say black mask?
Black mass.
Black mass. Black mass. And so if it's sexual in nature or something horrific like that, I would imagine that creates a hatred between the father and the son, or the father and the daughter.
Yes, it does, Junior. Yeah.
And so how would that get carried on? Do they teach them later in life, this is what you have to do to your kids? How does it get paid forward?
Oh yeah, they do. Just as you would teach your kids about Christ and give them catechesis about this is how
I'm
you're.
so sorry,
You know,
Tip.
this is what we believe about Christ.
We'll
This is
do-
how you behave.
we'll
They
do
do the
it,
same thing, except in
next
relationship to
show.
their occult practices and Satan. So they do the same thing.
Why would that person want to carry it forward, though?
Because of the fact that usually during that process, they'll teach them rituals which empower them in relationship to other people or other things, or you know, especially with the boys, not so much with the girls. Very often, what will happen is that they'll teach the boys how to engage in satanic ritual abuse, which is sexual in nature, and the boys physically enjoy it, and so they'll have that motivation. So there can be natural motivations. Two, once the possession occurs, the demons will drive the person to want to know more about it.
Okay. And then the last one, subjugation.
So subjugation is when people make a pact with the devil, which, if I remember right, when Dana said, demons can't make a pact, technically speaking. A pact is a contract. In order to validly enter into a contract, you have to be able to have assurance that the other person, that both parties can fulfill the terms of the contract. Well, demons can't guarantee that they can actually give you the terms of the contract because of the fact that even though we can do something sinful and that opens the door, only God, Christ, is the one who determines whether they can step across the threshold. And the way we know this is actually, again, going back to that where the demoniac has legion and they ask to go into the pigs. The demons know Christ, because Christ himself said, all authority has been given to me on heaven and earth, right? They know that they can't do anything without his permission. And that's why the demons approach him and say, let us go into the pigs. Because if they could do whatever they wanted, they would have just went into the pigs. They wouldn't even have asked him. But they didn't. They knew that he determines anything that they can do. Their spiritual warfare, the battle, the complexion of spiritual warfare is entirely determined by Christ. How much, who can possess somebody, the degree of the possession, what kinds of manifestations they can do, all those things, Christ completely determines. Even in relationship to ourselves, the types of temptations that we undergo and that type of thing, Christ is the one who determines what the temptation can be, the degree of the temptation, how long it's going to go on, etc. So they can't step across the threshold unless he gives them permission. It's the same. So in a pact with the devil, they know that they don't know if Christ is going to give them permission. Now, sometimes he does give them permission to fulfill the terms of the contract. Sometimes he doesn't. And so one case I had, the
guy's got a lot
possessor
of
was the
videos
noonday
out, this
devil, which is
priest.
mentioned in Psalm 91. So that you have this guy was possessing this particular person. And so at a certain point, I asked the guy, well, how did you, what was how do you think you became possessed? He said, oh, I made a pact with the devil. I said, well, what was promised you? He said, money and fame. And I said, well, did you get it? No. I said, well, that's because they can't necessarily give it to you. Whereas other
Right.
people have made pacts with the devil and have become famous and have become rich, etc. And so that subjugation, though, is when the person enters into a pact with the devil, and in order to end the subjugation, not the effects of the subjugation, but the subjugation itself, they just have to renounce the pact. But the effects can continue because you can have people who renounce the pact, but then the effects of the pact continue. So the possession continues, or the diabolic influence in their family continue. This is the thing that we tend to see quite a bit in relationship to the Freemasonic curse. They'll move up the ranks of Freemasonry, but the effects, even after they leave Freemasonry and renounce it, the effects, unless they do it in a very structured way, which will break the effects, the children and very often the wife and stuff will start to still suffer those effects.
This is the stuff that I really want to talk to you about. The voluntarily making a pact with the devil. These contracts. I mean, how does it happen? Where's the approach? Is it in your mind? Is it from somebody in the occult? How does this happen?
The way it normally happens with most people is that they'll hear about it, that certain people gained fame and power and as a result, or wealth as a result of being involved in the occult. And so if they make a pact with the devil, the demons can actually provide these particular things. And so they'll actually just, they might do a little bit of research on the internet or something like that, but they'll actually just, pronounce that I make a pact with the devil for X in relationship to, so that, X and I get Y. Okay. Now, that's kind of one of the lower level kinds of things. Sometimes the demons will suggest it to the person, once you make a pact with the devil, so that because they can tempt people in relationship to that. That's going from partial possession to full possession. There's always a pact that's made, so the demons are always going to be the ones that suggest that. There are historical cases where the demons will actually even appear if the person's particularly bad, or if they really want this person and they've been working on him for a while to gain some type of psychological compatibility with the demons with the person. The demons themselves will actually appear to the person and suggest the pact. One case I actually dealt with, a woman basically made a pact with the devil, and he showed up to fulfill his side of the pact. There are also instances, very rare historically, where the demons will actually appear with a handwritten note in the person's own blood. And then, because they can sometimes extract a person's blood from them in a variety of different accidents and things like that, or they'll just tell the person, here, sign this with your own blood, and the person actually does it, and then the contract disappears. There's actually a ritual which is designed to force the demon to return the contract so that it can be destroyed. Because as long as the contract is in existence, the effects will continue.
Wow.
So these are conversations that could be inside of your head. These are conversations that could literally be right in front of you.
That's right.
And you're fully aware of what's happening. This isn't deception. This is you do X for Y.
Y. Yeah. The reason they know is because they know the pact isn't binding legally in some fashion, even though technically speaking it's against the natural law, so it doesn't have any binding force. But they know it doesn't bind a person unless the person voluntarily knows what's going on and actually says yes. If they're ignorant about it in any degree whatsoever, the pact isn't fully binding. And so that's why they'll spend a lot of time massaging the person psychologically in their sin and in a variety of other ways to get them to the point where they're be open to, that's that psychological compatibility, open to the pact. They'll work on the person first before they do that.
How many people do you think are doing this? I mean, we saw the P. Diddy stuff, the Epstein stuff is going crazy. It has been going crazy for years. I mean, you see politicians just consistently lying, like knowingly lying. Not, I couldn't accomplish that. And it's a straight up fucking lie.
Yeah, I'm astounded, frankly, that they can just look straight in your eye and just tell you something that's completely false, and they don't bat about nothing. Wow. And for all intents and purposes, you look like they look like they're convinced of it. As far as I think in some of the upper levels, I think there's a fair number of people that are doing that. Percentage wise, I would have no idea, but it's drastically on the rise. That's the thing that we've noticed, because when I first started doing this work 18 years ago, the number of people that had been involved in that was there was not a whole lot of people that were involved in that. But as time goes on, we're seeing more and more of that, where we're having to clean people up because of those kinds of things that are happening. And the occult activity among the youth, especially those under the age of 25, is drastically on the rise. And so I think we're seeing much more of that type of thing happen.
What do you think about the stuff with for example, the latest Olympics opening ceremony, this big pentagram in the middle of it, or the one prior to that, also the Winter Olympics, the mockery of the Last Supper? I mean,
right.
What is this? What is this?
Well, did you ever see the ceremony for the opening of the tunnel in Switzerland? It was a full-blown ritual to Baphomet. So I think that's just part of the...
What tunnel in Switzerland?
There's a tunnel that they had cut. I think it was like a 23-mile long tunnel that they cut. And when they did the opening ceremonies for it was supposed to cut down on this travel significantly for people in between countries. And you can actually find it online, but when you watch it, it's a full-blown ritual to Baphomet. And so I think that's
Wow.
all part of the revealing of the
Fucking
method that the
crazy
people
ass
that are at the
shit.
top of these, the political elite, the financial elite, even people that are in charge of, stuff like the ceremonies that are the actual Olympics and that type of thing. These people that are at the very top of it. I don't know about specific individuals necessarily, specific individuals, but the people at the top, they're doing this stuff because they're revealing their belief. They're revealing the method.
They just want everybody to see. They want us all to know that it's real. I mean, what is the point?
The point is that demons are showmen, and so they get a certain amount of glory by their stuff being manifest in this life, and so that's why they like those two things being shown.
Wow.
But then also a lot of it is just to normalize people's exposure to it, so people have seen it enough to where they become comfortable with it, and then from there, then they can start opening up the avenue a lot more towards getting people to actually believe it. Once it becomes normalized, that they've seen it enough, they're
Well,
like,
you
oh,
do
okay,
have
maybe I
people
do
out
believe
there
that.
that can.
Whereas if the first time you see something like
They're of
that,
another color that
ritual
can
to
convince
Baphomet, you're just like, that's just
white
sick.
people
That's just weird. Whereas
that
if
they're
people, if
racist
they
when
just
they're
keep doing it,
not.
eventually it becomes normalized, and then people get used to it.
Do you think pedophilia will become normalized?
God, they're trying to.
Massive display of that happening right now.
Yeah, there is. I think
You
what
want to know something? The fucking people we've been fucking throwing down with Iran, it's fucking legal to marry a fucking 6-year-old girl over there. It can be done. No, these motherfuckers need a fucking ass kicking for, at the highest level here.
what's happening. I don't think it's going to be normalized in the sense that your average guy on the street's going to be doing it, because it's against the natural law, right? We have
Right?
natural inclinations, and God inclines us towards certain things. And if a guy has just natural virtue, he's going to find that stuff repulsive, right? So I think a vast percentage or majority of the people in their culture aren't going to ever do that type of thing. But I can see it getting to the point where, especially if they start the psychological approach, which is, what they're trying to do now, they're trying to remove pedophilia from the DSM, so that because once it's removed from the DSM, then you can decriminalize it, and then you can go from there, which is actually what they did with homosexuality. And so they want to do that. And so eventually I could see it getting to the point where people just think, yeah, that's normal. That's what Joe does, or whatever the case is, rather than, I like this, but he likes that. I can see it becoming normalized in that fashion if they keep maintaining it. Because right now the Epstein thing is to expose people to it in such a degree, and at the high level people being involved in it is done in such a manner that it gets people to realize that they want to give people the impression that it's more ubiquitous, that it's everywhere, everybody's doing it, or that people who reach this, it's normal for the people who get to the top to do this kind of a thing.
No matter where you're watching the Sean Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this at all, anything,
Not
please
a
like,
thing.
comment, and subscribe.
Because I'm high as fuck right now, so no, I don't. Can't do it. I just.
How dare you!
Fuck you, bitch. Oh my god. It all started with her, actually. That whole garbage pail kid card thing. So I got one of hers somewhere. I didn't see it. I don't think I showed it, but dude, I found this the other night, and holy fuck, you won't believe this shit. This is fucking insane. There it is. I found it. Holy shit, people. This is a street cam in Los Angeles. And it's live. We're sniping them. Yeah, let me see here. Let me hit the button there. Oh, it is going. I don't think there's any. Yeah, that's happening right now. It's live. Well, god damn, what the fuck? Shit. You know, you'll see it on some news outlets, but on others, you'll see that, oh, everything is so wonderful here. No, it's not. Jesus H. Christ. So, my God, that's just fucked up, people. Wow. Man, fuck that shit. That's fucking crazy. So, I figure what I want. Yeah, I want to do other shit tomorrow too when I do that May the 4th stream. I can't help it. I'm a fucking Star Wars nerd. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I remember back then, when it came out, you don't know what you go to the movies to see. You don't know what you're getting ready to go see. It's like, that's how it was back then. Because, I mean, people back then, we had imaginations and shit. Instead of being stuck on a fucking device all the time now. What cracks it was when they tried to advertise it to people. Hey, I can watch Netflix on my phone. Why in the fuck would I want to watch Netflix on my fucking phone? No. Dude, if God was born, you'd go blind real quick, wouldn't you? Holy shit. So, anyway. What? So, I mean, back then, with the whole imagination thing, I was like 4 or 5 years old. I think it already came out too, I think. I'm not quite sure. Because when it came out, they ran it for a long fucking time. Because people, somebody had some world record on it too, is the many times that they went and saw it. I want to say like 60 something, but I think that number's higher than that. But anyway, 4 or 5-year-old kid and you're getting ready to get your ass blown away. Went to a drive-in theater. I'm like 4 or 5 years old, and it's a double feature. And the first one was fucking awesome. It was that Buck Rogers movie in the 20th or 25th century, whatever the fuck, I don't remember. And that was a fucking cool movie. But you gotta remember, we're at a drive-in movie theater, so it doesn't start till it's already dark. I'm 4 or 5 years old, and it's over with. I want to go home. Fuck this shit. I'm tired. I want to go home. Fuck it then. I'm going to get in the back seat. I'm going to go to sleep. So as I go do that, you hear that fucking London Philharmonic Orchestra. And then you're like, your eyes get this fucking big around. Man, got home that night. I was fucking wired as fuck, man. Bouncing off the fucking walls and shit. But that was a different generation. This is awesome back then. It really was. So, we're going to start with. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh my God. Why does this shit pop up on my show? Holy shit. Oh my God. This is like finding that Juggalette picture that I found on fucking Twitter today. Oh my God. The fuck is this shit?
Stone has replaced steel as we are down to the 3rd and final event of the opening day of the 2026 Arnold Strongman Classic. It's stone to shoulder to close us out here on
Strong Woman.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. I'm Sean Woodland with Kristen Rhodes and Jerry Pritchett.
Wow.
Overall,
that looks big.
After 2 events.
It looks heavy. Arnold
and it's Olga Lashuk,
this is
who has
strong
a 2-point
woman.
lead over the 2024 champion Angelica Jardine Annette.
She's very handsome. Olga. Remember the dodgeball movie? That fucking ugly ass bitch. I tell you what, man, it was like, she's hot in real life. But they made her look so fucked up. So here we go with all these names that we can't pronounce till you get to the Americans. Classico, Lucy Underdown. Oh my god, we're gonna be getting into these fucking bitches. Holy shit.
Carrasquillo moves herself up the overall standings and is only 3 points back of LaShook.
Dudes don't
And this
fuck
is
her,
exactly
she
what we expected. These
fucks
three would
them.
be top 3 after the first 2 events.
Oh my god.
Inez is moving her way up. She definitely had to earn some points back after that first event, and she's now up in 3rd place.
Is that the rock that was laying there? Oh no, wait, that's her face.
Work to do. Still 3 points off.
Jesus Christ, man, she's
because Olga is looking
big.
really strong. So is a pick on it is really important. You know, to have a good solid pick, to get it in the lap, to get it in comfortable position, you can start that roll up to the chest and the shoulder. If you fumble with it too much on the ground trying to get that first pick, it just wears you out. And you've been over too long, and it's.
And this is tough because it's not a round stone.
Yeah.
You know, and having a square stone and having to inch that thing up to your shoulder, it's a little bit different.
Stone's a little different.
260 pounds of granite, it's not as forgiving.
Would you hit it?
Yeah. Stone landed on your shoulder.
Jackie Oskova. How do you say that? I don't speak Canadian.
Here comes Jackie Oshevsky. 260
Oh, those
pounds,
socks.
118 kilos. Got to get that stone to the shoulder. Now, there are some tie breaks that do come into play here. And we'll talk about those as we move through the competition.
Jeez.
Now, last time they had this event, only 2 women got it, I believe.
Yeah.
Isn't that camel toe?
Nice.
There we go.
Transition of the
There we
shoulder.
go.
One good rep.
Wow.
That's good. That's a great start.
You can do it. She's Canadian. Suck it in.
Second attempt in this 2-minute window.
Damn.
See, she gets in a good position on the lap. She's got to get a good hold on it here to start that transition to the chest. And
And don't they have to do it 3 times? Oh.
And that's where we talked about it's not very forgiving. You can't squeeze anything.
As Sean was getting to, there's going to
Wow.
be separators.
I wonder if she
from
can do it
getting to
again.
lap to where she just got it to her chest and the shoulder. So if we have, 2 or 3, half the field shoulder it, then we'll divide them up on how high they got it on the other attempts.
So they get, like, for the lap, to the chest, to the shoulder, if it's a tie, they'll get a
Come
split.
on, you can do it.
Points for different stages.
A little bit different.
This is for the Golden Strap-on
Yeah, we did
Award.
years ago. When we first had the tombstone years ago, we did that.
Okay.
She couldn't do it.
I don't
Damn
know
it.
in other years if they carried it on, but years ago when we first brought the tombstone,
Well,
we had that.
Yeah, and
Blame
essentially what this is
Canada.
doing is rewarding effort.
That's a dry rock.
You are encouraged to use your entire 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. No.
Well, and because they're so difficult to get them to your shoulder.
Yeah,
So that way you
she's
get,
out.
You get something out of it, and dividing those ties of if nobody gets it to the shoulder, well, then at least there's something you can lap it, you can get it to your chest.
Go back and
then
meet your
divide it.
Canadian
separation,
mission.
like you
Oh,
said.
Sheffield gets 1 good rep, and she got it to her chest twice.
Oscar
good start.
Wawinski.
Yeah.
Very good start for her.
Yeah.
Big guy and a
This is
little
her
guy.
first time here.
Yeah,
First
you
time
fucking do
seeing
it,
the
asshole.
stone.
Oh,
And how
fuck.
much here does being a tall athlete with long arms help on something like this?
I think the long
All right,
arms
let's get to
definitely
the
help. You
next
have to get a hold of that stone and get around
freaking
that stone.
nature.
Here on different sides. Yeah, that was great.
got it as close as I've ever seen it.
Oh, there's Mark Henry, the former wrestler,
Please explain your position.
record-holding weightlifter, or was it? No, it was Olympic
So, like,
gold, I think. Can't
Trying to
remember.
push it across, to be honest, I was trying not to faint the whole time.
He's in wrestling. He was tagged
that
as
last
world's
one,
strongest
I don't know
wrestler
what I did.
or strongest
Well,
man.
persistence pays. You did a good job.
He had some. He broke
Guys,
some
let's hear
record.
it for Katie, please.
Damn.
A great effort from the rookie. who got it on her fourth and final attempt.
And you look at that, Stone, and you wouldn't think
I'd be afraid if we cuddled at night,
It's a tough event.
she would crush me.
It's so unforgiving versus a bag. Because you could get the bag to your
It'd
chest.
be a
and
cuddling
kinda pop it
accident or
and let it kinda
cuddling
land on
death.
your shoulder.
Right. It molds to your body where this, there's no give.
Well, that you don't want to pop it where it lands on your shoulder. It's going to hurt you.
Right.
You know, so you really got to get it
Melissa
up to you,
Peacock
twist
from
it on your
Canada.
shoulder.
Now keep this in mind as you look at the score ribbon on the left side of the screen. Both Olszewski and Blunden are credited with 1 rep. But the tiebreak is going to Blunden right now because she has 3 attempts to her chest as opposed to Olszewski's 2.
Oh, come on.
Now here's a difference.
Damn.
technique we've seen with the other 2 athletes, where she's got it in the lap long ways here. To try to
Trying
go
to throw it up. There we go.
There you go. Woohoo! Come on, show some camel toe, damn it, or some moose knuckle.
These girls have
Fuck
definitely
yeah.
been paying it, you know,
It's
some
going to have to be a
research on
closed
this stuff.
casket, too, because they won't be able to get the smile
Again,
off
that
my
thing weighs
face.
260 pounds, 118 kilos. Peacock going for her second.
Just
good
like
rep
that
here.
picture of us with my tongue out.
Signal of Mel Peacock is in the lead.
Awesome. If I was the athlete sitting in the back, and I had planned on doing this thing, I might
Wow, I
have
bet
switched
you
it.
nobody
There you go, 'cause
fucks
this
with
looks
her
pretty
at the
good.
Does that
bar.
all give her more leverage off of her lap to hold it long ways like that?
Well, she
Then
avoids
again, nobody
that
fucks
where
with
they
her,
have to go
period. She
up,
fucks them.
You know, kind of horizontal with their chest and having to twist it onto their shoulder, where she's going up vertical, where she can just go straight to the shoulder. And it's saving that step of having to stop at the chest
Wow.
and spin where was hurting Kate so bad.
2 good reps so far from Mel
260
'Cause you gotta
pounds.
figure, once this thing starts, right, it's time under tension. And especially once it gets on your torso. That's
Damn.
when she was on her shoulder, she was getting dizzy.
Yep.
They're trying to get that thing situated on her lap.
And now she's got to flop it. She didn't get the pick like she had the other 2.
Still fighting it with less than 30 to go in the window.
She can hook it on the belt.
There we go. She's got it up. Oh, she's slipping.
Now fatigue
Damn.
sets in.
Yeah. Those are 2 great reps, though.
She ain't got no tits.
It's
10
interesting
seconds to go.
the different technique, too.
Yeah.
How she picked it up long ways.
Yeah.
Well, Mel Peacock with 2 good reps and then got it to her
She had a
lap
nice
on her
ass,
3rd
though.
attempt is now
Nice
your leader
caboose.
in the event.
Bet you she'd fucking pop your head like
And
a
we'll see
grape if you're
strategies
going
start to
down on
change
her.
here now.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I'd be really interested to see if somebody else adapts that same technique right here that she did.
look at old
Vertical
Billy
on the
Bob
lap,
back
and then
there.
She can just go pop it straight on the shoulder.
Yeah, that was great technique right there.
Really about the most
Super smart.
efficient we've
Wow. Now what we got? The hell's this
Impressive
work
about
of
her,
art?
she took the Husavell stone a full lap.
I know, very impressive.
No way, that's a dude.
She's definitely, stones are definitely her thing. There we go.
And
She
not
got
just
it
any
tucked
Husavell
really
stone,
good.
The Husavell stone, his ice
Husavell
stone.
Or he.
Around the sheep's pen.
First woman and only woman to ever do it.
Yeah.
1 good rep.
Yeah, we need a ball check here.
90 seconds to go.
Yeah, she went and got married in Iceland and decided, yeah, I'll just do the Husavell one here. Take her for a lap around the sheep's pen.
Love you, honey.
That was so cool.
That's a dude.
There you go.
Wow.
There we go.
Longer it takes you to do it, the worse it gets.
Hand free.
There you go.
And that's rep number 2.
I don't think she'll get it again.
Now,
Or he.
She can at least get it to her chest. That'll separate her from Mel.
Correct.
Because Mel just got to her lap.
Man, I think this is the dude.
Well, and this is where, as an athlete, when you're back there, you're watching to see who's.
Put her in the lead.
And now her shoulder.
Wow,
will be
come
used.
on, do it.
Come on, Hannah.
Pop it up. There we go.
America.
One more
Fuck
pop.
yeah.
Running out of time, but that
Oh.
gets to the chest, and that will be enough, as you mentioned, Jerry, to separate her from Mel Peacock.
Yeah. That's going to
Peacock.
be, those are going to be tough numbers. Because
It's a funny
you start running
sounding
out of
word,
time and you
peacock.
just get fatigued here.
Jesus Christ, I'm tired.
And And that's just, it's a lot because there's no give in that stone.
Well, not is it just taxing lifting the stone anyways, and when you're popping it and it's hitting you in the chest and the shoulder and knocking the air out of you, it's just wearing you out.
Well, and that's what I mean by with the sandbag, it's not quite as tense on your body as this is, exactly.
Yeah. And now you got a solid 260 pounds hitting you each time. But here, every time she pops it.
Just slamming into her chest.
Yeah,
yep, right there. Boom.
And then we'll rest on her cheek.
Yeah. Fuck you all.
She really did a nice
He
job.
did it. I mean, she did it.
That was impressive.
I figure that's a big adult sitting
Whoa,
on your
what the
chest.
fuck's this coming? Wow.
260 pounds.
Lucy Underdown up next. Won the opening event, set a record
She's
in
very
terms of deadlift at the
handsome.
Arnold Strong Women Classic. Currently tied for fourth with Jennifer Lyle with 13 points.
God. Why are anybody shits their pants doing this? Oh my God. Now I'm kind of disappointed in this. I'd expect more camel toe and moose knuckle.
And she's going back to that more horizontal orientation.
And something like this.
Yeah, so you know, that's the way she's trained. It's what she's used to.
Yeah, well. Wow. Somebody must have just done a line of coke. Oh, shit.
Well, it's interesting, like you said, too, you know, having a behind stage watch that horizontal pick.
Can we
and then
move it
Lucy
for
came
me?
out and chose
Pick
not
it up
to
for me?
do that.
Not to do it.
So you have to wonder, are the other athletes paying attention like we were talking about, or are they just back there in their own, you know, because you have a plan when you come up with this stuff, right? You have a plan on how you're going to do things.
Yeah.
And it's hard to change things on the fly.
Us
It can be good or bad sometimes. You know, sometimes you'll see a technique,
but
oh,
the
okay,
things
and
fell
it's
through.
working. And sometimes changing last minute
But
was a disaster. You have to make sure
He's
stays
got
your
the
plan.
link, and he said if he gets done in time, he'll
That's a
pop
good
in
roll.
here.
She can just get it pushed back, stabilized, push it back just a little bit more.
I did some work on my
Just wait out,
Discord
yeah.
server,
And then
changing
timeout.
everything. I've had that
There's a
thing.
lot of
I've been
weight
on there
sitting
a
for a
really
long
long time.
And then those pops, where they hit you.
Right in the face.
Yeah, we had a collarbone.
Shoulder,
just
collarbone.
jar the shit out of
But
you.
it's coming along.
Imagine a 260-pound stone on your face doesn't feel very good.
No.
You think?
The second attempt for Lyle got it to her chest on her
Yeah,
opening attempt.
Yeah, she must be doing
Now, we did see
cocaine.
Katie Blunden kind of do the same thing here. She got 3 reps to her chest before she got the good rep, and it was that last little spin.
Yeah, yeah. It really is not like it. You kept learning this. You
All right, what we got next? Oh, Jesus Christ.
There we go.
And that is no
That was quick.
problem for Carrasquillo.
All right.
She's going to get right back on it.
Yeah, she's smart.
She's such a good stone lifter.
Yeah.
She's just good at everything.
very efficient here. Gets that roll, and then spins right in the shoulder.
There we go.
And that's 2 for, and that's Carrasquillo.
Come on,
Still
camel
has
toe.
About 80 seconds
One more
left in this
by
window.
herself.
She hits this.
Yeah.
She's in the lead.
Come on.
And right there, she ties hand
Wow.
on it. Now she has it.
And now Carrasquillo
Look at
into first
that
place
wonderful
in the event.
hairstyle.
But like Kristen said, she knows AJ's behind her and Olga. So she's
Oh,
got to
God.
go for broke here.
Holy shit. Go. Damn.
She's got to use every bit of
Sakiti
time
right
she
there
has.
is just
She has
fucking
no idea
go.
what they're gonna come out and do.
Yeah, no idea.
As I was saying earlier, the longer it takes you to do it,
We're up to 4.
the worse it gets. 4? Holy
15
shit.
seconds left.
There you go. Crowd's loving
We're
it.
definitely going to need a nut check here. Holy shit.
Full house here again.
There we go.
And that
Damn.
She's showing everyone how it's
is
done.
5.
Show us another one. She's got
Oh,
time.
it's going to go again. Fuck yeah. Come on.
The crowd on their feet.
Yeah, they're loving it.
Holy
Less
fuck.
than 30 seconds to go. Carrasquillo at 5 reps.
30 seconds. She's got 30 seconds. Man.
There you go.
Turn it, turn it.
She just fucked all of them. Come on. Come on. This is probably going to be your last one. Her legs are shaking. Damn.
Great effort.
She's like, this is how you do it.
And if she this is big if she can just get it to her lap, which she does. A little bit of insurance for Kara.
Holy fuck. Oh my God. Come on.
She's out of time, but
oh.
She got the lap, though.
That was
Fuck.
so awesome.
Good reps for Inez
Ah.
Carrasquillo. And had she had a few more seconds, would have gotten 7.
Yeah.
It's over with, people.
Was that transition from the chest to the shoulder? That is the most efficient.
They want, I
we've seen
think
so
I
far,
saw one of her
regardless
balls
the
hanging
technique.
out. Man, her arms are going to be hurting in the morning when she gets up. Or he, or whatever.
Inez, there's such a thing that Dr. Terry Ty used to say, is putting the mustard on the hot dog. You just showed off just now. That was a show-off
No shit.
performance if I ever saw one. Like, what went into that?
In 2024, when I hurt my face,
Testosterone.
I actually zeroed that stone. So we wanted to work on this. We wanted to come back and put on a show for you guys. That's all.
I think it's safe to assume you did your job. And I'm glad you didn't hit yourself in the face.
Well,
thank you.
You didn't call me the Dominator for nothing. That's what I'm here for, baby.
These ladies should open a moving company.
The Dominator in the building.
Damn. She's making it look easy because
I
she's
think hurting
trying.
my face
She's
is a bit of an understatement. She broke
going
her
for the
nose on
speed,
the
man.
frame
Last thing,
carry
the quicker
and
you
still
get up there and get it over with, the better.
That was a nasty injury. Face first into the frame ramp. Yeah, that was rough.
She doesn't give birth to him
6
unless she
good
wants to.
reps for our defending
She probably
champion,
keeps
but
that
still
shit
2 athletes to
fucking.
go. And as you mentioned, she knew
Does those
that
Kegel
Angelica Jardine is up
exercises
next,
and shit.
This is her event.
Well, that was the event that she came out and
Wow.
ended up winning the Arnold 2 years ago with.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, so now
Arnold.
you gave her a number to go for.
God.
What could she do? I don't know.
Women remain.
She was very efficient at that. I don't know how
Right?
Maybe one more is possible in the time.
Yeah.
Because
there was not a lot
she
of
was
rest.
the whole time, and,
Yeah.
and she never really backed away from the stone or wasted any time. So I don't know how many more are possible.
Do you notice that she used the spotters to help her with the stone and nobody else did? That was very smart.
And the only other woman that did that, I think, was Katie Blunden, who asked them to sort of reorient it or resituate it before she got out there.
But Inez saved her energy, right? Yeah.
And Angelica Jardine.
Whoa.
Beat 6 reps and 1 to the lap.
She Hawaiian or
If
something?
she wants
What
to
the
take this
fuck?
event.
Oh
She
no,
only
she's
leads Carrasquillo by 1 point for second
British,
place.
I think.
Jardine talking some things over with the judge here.
Which makes everything sick. Like we were saying, she needs every bit of time to go after the 6 reps to possibly get a 7. But she cannot waste any time fumbling here, and now she's off.
Wow.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Push it back. The hand free.
There we go. Yep.
That's 1 for Jardine.
There we go.
She's like, faster. Come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Hurry up. Oh, my gosh. You're wasting.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
Didn't really stop at her lap. Wow. Wow, look at that.
There we go.
There's 2. 90 seconds left.
Come on.
There we go.
She just rolled
Yeah,
it right up to her
she's
shoulder.
about done, I think.
Now,
which we haven't seen anyone else do, where they no one else has rolled it right up to their shoulder like that.
And I feel like she's getting her hand off a little bit faster than Inez. Could help here, we get later in this, deeper in reps. Might give her the time to get that 7th.
2/3 of the way there through 4 reps. Less than a minute to go.
Let's go, AJ.
Come on. She's 3 more.
Let's go.
You know in her head, she's thinking right now, I need 3 more.
Wow.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
She's got time.
Come on, guys. Get it to her.
Come on, Chunky.
This is where you got to really dig deep.
Come on,
30 to go. This one's got to be fast. And remember,
you got to go.
Inez got that 7th rep to her left. So there's 6.
Come on.
Come on.
Go.
You got to go.
Wow. Let's go. Come on.
She's almost
She needs this right now.
15 seconds.
Come on.
She's
gonna shit herself.
Come on, AJ. You got to go. You got to go.
Come on.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
Shit.
Come on.
Let's go. All the way up.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
And she's got it with the 2nd.
Damn.
She did it. 7 reps for Angelica.
Good
Jardine.
for her.
Oh, that was her. This is her event.
Oh,
She knew it.
100%.
She was not going to let herself be beat.
100%.
That was awesome. That's why they call her the powerhouse.
Yeah.
And you asked,
That's
where
what
is she
they
going to
call
make
her.
up time? It was on that
Something else.
transition, and getting that left hand off of it is what did it for
I'm
her.
not
100%.
saying a
That's the
word.
only thing that gave her enough time because she was getting it off so quick.
She's getting it off so quick. Dude, I'd hate to get a handy from her, man. She'd probably like rip your
Look at
dick
that.
off.
Yeah,
How
so quick
fast
to
that
get it.
went.
And watch from the side, she's really good at kind of getting that lean back to kind of create a shelf for that stone to sit really nice. So she can get that hand off. Like, look at this.
Boom.
I mean, she was right off. And then that roll, like Kristen was saying, that roll all the way up.
She just like rolled it and it like twisted and rolled right up to her shoulder.
Yeah, lets it kind of like spin on the way up. Keep the momentum going. Where a lot of athletes were stopping at their chest and having to reposition it.
And that transition is what did it for her, and she had a 2nd to spare.
So good. She's like, yeah.
And now Olga Lashuk, the overall leader, who has a 3-point lead over Carrasquillo, was only up on Jardine by 2 points coming into this event. The pressure is on her now.
Yep.
I mean, she really needs 6.
Yeah. She's got to stay up there with them.
Stay up there with them.
Yeah. That way she can still stay out ahead of them.
Yep.
Don't let them gain. She can't let them get ahead of her.
Right.
You know? Especially with somebody between them and her.
Right.
Where they gain points on her.
Right.
So these
Yeah.
guys gain points.
Yeah.
There we go. Easy off the ground.
How do they get that big?
There we go.
Now,
That was fast.
I
Right.
recognize that, but that arm under is Mateus' style on the tombstone. And Mateus has been
God.
one of the best at doing the tombstone. Where she gets a lap, she puts that right arm under a little bit so she can roll right to the shoulder. That's
Lashuk
really
looking good
efficient.
here now through 2 reps.
Well, that's not something we've seen any of the
No.
women do.
Yep. She rolls that arm underneath, tucks the chin, then she can roll right to the shoulder.
There we go.
There's 3 from Lashuk.
She's got lots of time.
Not quite as quick at pulling the hand off as AJ, but still she gets to the shoulder very fast.
Yeah, I'd be scared to have her grab my dick or something.
Halfway there now. As far as the allotted time goes.
There we go.
4 reps down.
At least 2 more.
Yeah, got at least 2.
Oh, come on.
I mean, even if she can get 2 and just stand up with that 7th one,
Right.
that puts her, separates her from Inez.
Right.
Good old handoff, good.
All right, she
That's
can
another one
more
for
right
Lashuk.
now.
Let's go.
Now running out of time. She's got 20 seconds left.
Gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go. Come on.
And this will likely be her last attempt.
Yeah, it's gonna be out of time here. Gotta go, come on. You got to get this one.
She's in third place as it is.
There you go.
And she's going to get 6.
Wow.
But
Man.
doesn't have time to try and break that tie with Carrasquillo. But Olga Lashuk takes third place in the event. Angelica Jardine's going to win. And
absolutely, Cat.
she is out of gas.
Great effort. Great effort.
What a battle for Olga Lashuk.
And it's interesting, our top 3 all had different techniques, all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, all different go at it. But I really like, I mean, this mirrors Miss Tejas on the tombstone with that arm under, the chin tucked, where she rolls straight to the shoulder. That way, she's already got that right arm in position to kind of catch that stone on the shoulder.
That's interesting how they all 3 had different techniques, but very good results.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Great job, ladies.
Yeah.
Great effort.
Yeah.
I tell you, they made the spotters work there. They have to fetch that stone each time.
They did.
Olga Lashuk put up a good fight, but it's Angelica Jardine who's going to win the battle. And she's with Mark Henry.
Okay, I can't believe more of this shit. Oh my God. Bump, bump. Picture a blind date with her? No. I go blind. So what she does for fun, she says in a thick Russian accent, I pick up heavy rocks and throw them. Or sound like a fucking female Arnold. I pick up the rocks, I throw them, I crush you. Bitch, let me go. Your legs are hairy. The fuck? Let me close out some of these fucking tabs real quick. I need to hurry and get that fucking oh, who's this following me now on Twitter? Oh God. Get the fuck off here. What are you saying here? What'd you send me here on Twitter? The fuck? I've seen that somewhere. I can't. I wish I could play it, but I can't because of the music on there. Dude, I got a fucking copyright strike on my page like a long time ago of can't remember what I was doing. I might have been gaming or something. And a movie trailer, you couldn't even fucking I couldn't hear anything, hardly at all. And it was the new Beetlejuice movie. And there's a song on the trailer is Bee Gees. And they fucking, damn. They take their music pretty fucking serious, I guess, back in that day. So, what was I going to do? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Starting to look at cars and shit here in a minute. But, let me see here. See what this is right here. This should be fun, I hope. There we go. And it took me to the fucking wrong fucking tab, but hey, we're cool. Here we are. Damn. Now go pick it up, asshole. God. I was hoping this is gonna be the fucking one where they use Jeeps and stuff too to do this. Yeah, where's the one with the fucking No, you're not gonna make it. I'd rather, yeah, I was hoping that this is gonna be the one with the vehicles and shit too, but it's not. It isn't, man. This is another bus race. Oh, I've got that one somewhere on here already opened up, I think. Ah, there it is. There you go. Holy shit.
All right, folks, we are finally bringing you a bounty hill. There is 10 grand on this massive hill behind us. We're at Fiddler's Bend Off-Road right here in eastern Oklahoma, and this is going to be a good one. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. All right, folks, let us know in the comments. Do you think it's doable, and who do you think is going to be the first one out the top? We got a bunch of big name drivers here with plenty of horsepower. I think weight's going to be a factor on this one. The lighter, the better. Something this steep. This probably won't show how steep it is, but I just had to use a rope to get up this. And I'm pretty good at climbing up and scaling mountains, but it's going to be a tough one. I don't know if anybody's going to climb this. All right, first up, we got Wes Keene. He drew lucky number 1, and I would want to be early on this hill, and he has bolted rear tires. So they have basically big bolts through the tires, big washers on both sides.
Oh, wow, look at that
come out of the tires, you don't have to worry about that, but they should bank some traction.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
Wow. First one.
Nice.
Well, I've never been so wrong. Wes Keene just absolutely destroyed this hill like it wasn't even here. All right, so far Wes Keene's got the top time, first one up, just one-shot it. Probably could be done faster, but we'll see. This thing gets dug down with some different buggies.
Oh, wow.
He's probably got 1,000 pounds on him too.
It gets harder and harder to get up there because the tires tearing up the ground and shit. Maybe, I don't know.
That guy has
But
no
they got
bolts,
some
about
hellacious
1,000 pounds on
treads
Wes
them.
Keene's buggy. He's running Rockwells and stuff, big heavy tires. That stuff is loose, but as you can see, Wes's bolts didn't care. And every single one of these drivers that goes before another lightweight fast driver is just going to make it harder for them to beat Wes's time. So Wes is sitting in a good spot right now. right, this is actually a bustle knuckle buggy. I believe this guy might have raced once before, but he didn't buy it turnkey. He bought it and finished it himself. Pretty sick build. See if it makes it happen. We got Clayton Smith on the line in Gold Rush, big block powered, and he is not afraid to hold it. So he might get up this. I'm gonna be ready to run up here.
Damn, oh, you hit the tree. Nice.
All right, next up, we got a rig, heavy rig called That's Right. Big tractor tires, big horsepower. He said he just turned it up. I think it's got a Pro Charger on it. It's rowdy. I don't know. He's either going to wheelie over backwards or he might climb this hill. We'll see. If not, he might ruin it for everybody else.
Okay, pausing that right there. Actually, I'm gonna dump it. Starting to get in the mood. So it's time to take a fucking hit and get ready for I still need to really do something with that. I don't know what. I just need to do something with it. So we're getting ready to move on to the Cargasm. Found some awesome fucking shit here. Just don't know where I should start at. I mean, this is fucking crazy. Oh, fuck the hill climbing shit. Fuck it. What's this one? Well, nah, we don't want to watch that. I've got way too many fucking windows open here. Here we go. Take another hit. Who gives a fuck? That. Oh, it's all been almost 3 hours. Holy shit. All right. Let's check this shit out right here. Woohoo. Fuck yeah. New school versus old school. All right, who's going to win? New or old? Oh, man, this is a tough one. I'm going to go with new. I'll probably regret it.
So if you are not watching, I would recommend watching because this 73 Nova most likely going to pull a nice little wheelie for it.
Whoa! I'd say that dude in the other car, the newer car, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Yeah. Fuck you.
Making sure we get some good matchups.
I love that fucking muscle car.
Window up. I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah, you can. Hold the window up. Thank you.
or something, I think. Damn! This school ain't looking so good here, people.
Somebody that I do not have information for.
Wow.
Wow. Suzuki gets there first. 12, 113 miles an hour. Getz goes 12.
Look at him go. Will new school finally win one? No, he's melting.
Steve McKenzie takes
I'm gonna go ahead and go with new school on this one.
Big block Chevy Chevelle.
Because he's still smoking, I guess. I don't know. Fucking old school's whooping ass. And it's like they're not even trying. Yeah, I'm old school again. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a Hellcat. Fuck. Wasn't thinking about that. This is gonna be a good one though. Hellcat. Oh! Oh! He's hanging and he's taking them. Holy shit. Damn! Wait! The Hellcat took off. Holy fuck. The Hellcat won. I think we've seen this before. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, we've seen this before. Fuck this. But I got something better here. Get your rice burner the fuck out of here. Oh, put your fucking camera away. Game. Nice. Enos. Yeah. Holy fuck. Those little thin tires kind of ruin it. Oh, the go-kart.
Rev it! Rev it!
Holy shit. Little fucker.
Corvette. Damn, look at that motherfucker. Oh, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. I like the motorcycle, though. Quit blowing your fucking horn. We hear you. Wow. Oh, look at the Lambo. Nice. Look at that son of a bitch. Holy shit. Wow. Wonder how much that cost you. I mean, one, it's a fucking Lamborghini. Two, look at the fucking paint job on this. Dude's a rich motherfucker. Holy fuck. Let's watch that shit one come up there again. That's just fucking awesome. Wow. Imagine this thing. This video's in 4K. Wow, look at the lights on the back. Oh wow, look at that fucker. What the fuck? Dude, this channel, there's a lot of other car shows that they do. All sorts of different categories here. Hooligan Brothers. Wow. Get the fuck out of here. Another Lambo. Nice. Oh, get the fuck out. Yeah, but you know what? There's a Lambo in front of you, dude. I'd hate to be the car behind the Lamborghini. It's like, you can't follow that. Wow. Another one? Where's that? Yeah. Oh, look at all the blacks that come out. Should do that on a Lambo. Nice. Let's see what else this guy's got. Like I said, they have a bunch of them. Whoops. What is this? Wildest custom car and truck rollout. Oh, that's somebody else. Thrills and spills during the cheese rolling shit. Hold on a second. Rat City Ruckus car show. Lifted trucks. And what else we got here from these guys? Biggest and custom builds. Huh. Let's look at this one. What the fuck? Damn. That's Oh, here comes the station wagon. Which is probably so modded out, it's probably fast as fuck. Oh, what the hell? The rear steering shit. That was what was throwing me off on that fucking game I'll probably be playing later, that fucking monster truck game that I can't play where the fuck. Oh, that's cool looking. There's a mill. Nice. Wow. God damn. Look at the... Oh, wow. Fucking undercarriage is fucking wild. I mean, on all of them,
I got big rocks jumping at my brain like Fanny Watch.
we're getting up to the camera at the corner. Alright, crank it, act stupid. Damn. Wow, no cord there. Damn, oh, that's fucking cool. Huh? What the fuck? Hey!
Oh, there's
Whoa! Little fucker. Yeah, let's crop dust the crowd. I don't know if I'd want that going off right in front of me like that.
everything like this purge. Let's just get this straight for a second. I'ma work even if I don't.
What? What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. That's This is a trip. Oh wow, check it out. There's another Lamborghini. Oh wow, that's gorgeous. Your stupid cell phone stick back in the fucking car. That's why you have the stick, so you have to stick your arm out the fucking window and lose it. Like an idiot. I learned that watching G.I. Joe when I was a kid. And now you know. You're hanging your head out the school bus getting knocked off by the top side. It's happened though. There are some stupid motherfuckers out there that, oh, check out the DeLorean. Alright. check this shit out.
So, this is everything squeezed in here.
Whoa, that is packed in there. Had you driven anything like this before you got this one?
Yeah, I like to have weird.
This is a 1931 Ford Model A, or, well, this was a 1931 Ford Model A. Now it's a rat rod with F1-inspired looks and about 1/2 of a Japanese sports car underneath. This car was the unfinished dream project of a builder out west, but a car like this belongs in a place like Miami. And it belongs with a person like Ricky Boda, a weird car enthusiast and tuner who's devoted himself to taking this Instagram render and making it a real car.
No way. What do you think, dude?
I honestly thought, I've seen this on the internet, but
I
I
bet
thought
you
that
he
this was
smiles
just one of
like
those
that,
wild
like
renders. You know, those guys always make.
Yeah,
wild
well, it started
photoshops.
as a render.
That's what I'd be doing if I owned that.
It started as a render, F132 from Beck's Customs, and then somebody actually made it.
Okay, so
That car will get you some pussy.
So it's a 1930 Ford Model A, just chopped and made crazy.
That part. Not that part.
All this is actually the original metal, so most importantly, has a transplant of a motor, right? So it has a S2000 motor.
Really? Mm-hmm. And then S2000 transmission and drive?
S2000 motor, transmission, rear end, subframe, rear brakes.
So it's kind of JDM too.
Yeah, it's an S2000-ish.
Yeah.
So pretty much the car was undrivable when I got it. Like it looked cool and it came off the truck and I could drive it from the truck into the garage, but besides that, there was nothing else that I could do with it. Like I could drive it around the block and then like get out of it and be like, I don't even want to see that thing again, you know?
Yeah.
So I had to make it good enough to where I could drive it around. So I had to pretty much go through the entire car piece by piece, and you know everything it takes. Like with these cars, brakes, the clutch, everything. Go through the entire car and just kind of redo the entire project of what they had in mind. They had this vision, but I had to execute it.
What is your dream to have it do?
For it to drive
Suck
good
my
enough
dick.
where I can drive it almost every day. But yeah, I mean, the whole point is to just enjoy it, drive it, have a good time. You'll see, as soon as you get in it, you're gonna be smiling, you floor it, hear all the cool turbo noises. Not only turbo noises, but also like metal rubbing against metal and just like,
Does it go pew pew?
nothing's perfect, and it's part of the fun. It adds some character, and it's really enjoyable.
Oh, I love seeing suspension articulate like that.
Wow. Fucking awesome.
And then of course the e-brake doesn't work just because one of those things.
That's so sick.
So in the rear is just stock
Right?
S2000 suspension, slammed the whole way.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and it still sits pretty high because of the tires. I mean, these are 31 inches tall, talking Jeep sizes.
Yeah.
By 16 and a half.
Awesome. Oh, you have ABS, or you have the wheel
Yeah,
speed
so
sensors?
it's got the wheel sensors, ABS, pretty much that whole entire rear end is stock S2000. All right, so
Damn.
here we go.
That's sick. I was wondering. Okay, it goes that way.
Yeah, and then it's just some metal rubbing against other metal, and it's kind of dirty there, but you know,
super functional.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have the gas tank here, radiators back here, stock S2000 suspension right under it. Everything just kind of works.
All right, so
It looked
I
like
see
a
the
window
car,
unit air
but I also see the
conditioner.
world we're in, which is definitely not the world I'm used to.
Yeah.
What's it like having this car in Miami?
So there's a lot of memes and a lot of things that say Miami is not even Florida. We're like, it's its own little space, its own world, right? Miami is like a melting pot of people from all over, which brings a lot of culture, and then brings a lot of car culture. So I'm appreciative of having the car and then being able to share that passion with a lot of people, you know, because cars bring people together.
Absolutely.
So this is everything squeezed in here.
Whoa, that is packed in there.
Yeah, barely fits. If you look here, the pulleys are I don't know,
come over here,
a quarter of an inch from the intercooler.
VTEC.
And then a quarter of an inch from the suspension. So everything kind of just fits in there.
Damn
It
good
was extremely hard to find a core this thin too.
Yeah,
So,
they're always thicker.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks like it should be bulging
Dude, I'm
outward.
erect.
Yeah, and it fits. Had you driven anything like this before you got this one?
Yeah, I like to have weird.
First impressions, what do you think? It's such a cool, unique experience. I feel like those rat rods, you know, those like
you gotta drive like this.
That's awkward sitting there like that.
It's got its own weird quirks, but it's also still like very predictable. Yeah. Like, I know what I gotta do.
Kind of an S2000.
Yeah. right. I thought there'd be way more wind like hitting my face. It's not terrible, right? It's not bad. And if we wanted to, we could close it, you know? Yeah. Yeah, you can't be bored driving this thing. No, man, it's fun. All right. I can see where that's going. So pretty much this is Miami over here. It's like the wild, wild west. East. Yeah, pretty much. Wild, wild east. Everyone here comes from all over the world just to hop on these cruises, but also in the car world, dude, anything flies. So you can modify your car as much as you want. No one's gonna stop you. No one's gonna do anything like, or if anything, even police officers, they'll admire your car. That's awesome. Yeah, man. So like something like this, as long as it just turns on, works, you can take it to the tag agency, register it. Yeah. No one's gonna ask you questions. You know, slap a tag on it and go have some fun.
Fucking right.
There's some sick roads around Miami that, you know, like are like known for like having some fun on Kirby. Yeah. No curvy roads in Miami. It's one of those. That's the only downfall, or something that Miami gets criticized for, is the lack of curvy roads. Yeah.
All right. I'll blow this shit.
Bro.
Beast. And this is a modified mini car with a supercharger and nitrous oxide.
The fuck?
That's right. Rules are made to be broken, and
No
these Power
fucking
Wheels
way.
absolutely destroy them. Get ready for the ultimate mega build of the year with
What
the
the
craziest,
fuck?
most extreme and ridiculously fast mini cars ever created. Hold on tight because this is going to get
There's
wild.
Rocket Man. Or was it Crazy Old Rocket Man or something
If you
like
can't
that?
afford a real NASCAR, check out this custom half-scale NASCAR. It's powered by a 750cc
Man, some of
engine
those
from a
little RC
1980
cars are
Honda
fucking
CB
insane.
750c motorcycle. Just look at the level of detail.
But that's something totally different though. These are the Power Wheels.
Doubtless Fabrication took a Power Wheels toy, gutted it, and pumped it full of testosterone.
Shit.
They put in a Predator 212 Stage 1 with a torque converter,
Fuck.
giant tires, coilover-linked suspension, and a widened body with a hammer. The result? A kid-friendly Raptor that does burnouts on grass and climbs curbs that a real SUV would think twice about. Creator Joel Creates took the body of a toy Barbie Corvette and stuck it in a cardboard chassis. A brutal electric motor, 90 volts, 800 amps, recycled batteries from medical equipment, and even a GPS to measure speed. The result? A pink Corvette that can humiliate 4 real bets. Don't you believe it? Just look at it.
Oh, well, it almost humiliated them.
This time, the guys at Grindheart Plumbing took a mini Jeep Hurricane and transplanted a 105 horsepower KTM Adventure 990 Heart into it. The result, an off-road 4x4 go-kart with a front lock, reinforced chassis and a hunger for mud. It took 79 sleepless days to build this beast. Plastic on the outside. Over 100 horses on the inside ready to tear up the grass by the roots. Now, this is ridiculous. Someone took a lawnmower and put a modified 810cc snowmobile engine in it.
Oh shit.
He added a high-bore kit with combined compression, getting it to go from 90 to 140 psi, or rather, over 160 horsepower in a lawnmower. This dad took a Griff Digger Jr. and turned it into a skyscraper with a modified chassis, turning this go-kart into the world's largest Power Wheels, according to him. And we believe him. He also built this go-kart off-road 8x6 assembled from an old Argomax. It has a go-kart front end, two 120cc engines, 40 series torque converters, and two throttles, one per side to turn like a tank.
Damn. That looks fun right there. Whoa, nice.
The Brazilians from TDS returned with their fan-sized Camaro, powered by a Hornet.
They had Herbie out there. Remember Herbie from the old Disney movies?
83cc reverse engine, adjustable seat, Bluetooth.
I've
LED
actually
lights,
seen
and
one
a
of
roar
those.
That humiliates a full-size compact.
We do some work out there in
Our
Disney
car.
World,
Hey guys,
at a certain
think about
part of the
yourself
park.
and your kid, okay?
Where the old animation studios was.
But if you're still not impressed, how about this mini Corvette? The guys at Boom took the body of a kid's Corvette and put a GSX-R 750 engine in it. After several upgrades, a 4x1 exhaust, and an in-chassis cooling system, this